Hey y'all. I figured I'd hop on here last minute. I've just been sitting here thumbing through some stuff. I'm working on a project and I needed to take a break. And my, somebody sent me something to watch and all I could do was laugh. Seriously. So I figured I would come show it to you guys. I know there's a lot of people live right now. There's a lot going on, but this might be a little fun. Well, at least for me. Because some things just never change. So let me play this intro and let's get going. Hey y'all. Hopefully it's a small group of us tonight because those of you that are here might get some laughs with me. Some of you might know this group of people. I don't. Hey Amy. Hey Connie. Chroma Reels. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Welcome to the Cabana. Thank you for the support and all of your hard ass work. Amy Ohio, Proud Islander. Thank you for being here. Lady K9. Oh, I just pop on, Lena, random times, it seems like. Today I sat with Bella, had another stroke last night, and so I was kind of shook up all day, and I've just been sitting here now. Kyle's home, so he's in the house with her. She's doing good, but that just shakes me to my core. So I'm like, let me find something to occupy myself for a little bit. She's okay. She's improving. She's 14. She is the last of the 3 amigos. We lost Chloe about 2 months after we moved to Arizona, and then we lost Dexter this spring, and she's the oldest out of the bunch. She's got health issues, but she's 14, so we're just taking it day by day. I won't let her suffer in any way, shape, or form, but she doesn't seem to be in any pain. Everything seems to be fine. I'm doing what the vet suggests, so we're just hanging out, but she's walking. She jumped on the couch again, so we'll just kind of take it day by day. But I got some giggles. Hey Petunia, how many of you have been around or knew who Brittany J was 3 years ago? I'm not in that group. I had no idea who she was. I was on this app, but no clue who she was. Any of you guys know who she is for all that time? I know. She's not ready yet, Miss Britt. She's giving it a go for sure. You did, Amy. Okay. Do you know who the Scoop with Barb is? Petunia, you okay? Hey Sheila. We snuck in, Sheila. Nobody knows I'm on. Okay, some of you do. Okay. Do you guys remember a live stream with Barb? I don't know who Barb is at all. Nothing. Like, I know nothing about her. She seems fine. She was very friendly in this live stream. I'm sure there's a lot of history between a lot of people. But how many of you remember a live stream with her and BJ? Oh, ho, ho. In particular, this live stream right here. Do you guys remember this one? It's okay, Chico. That's why I didn't call yet. My brain is done today. Seriously done. But I will call you tomorrow. I just needed something to distract myself. And I'm working on another project, and this was sent to me, and I was laughing so hard. So this is the Scoop with Barb's stream. You left when Mal left? Okay. Yeah, I didn't either, Britt. I had no idea who she was. Hey, Munga. I hope it's just a few. Like I said, I hope it's just a few of us. Okay, up to good. Do you remember this stream? It's a bit foggy. Well, we're going to watch it because I find some of the things said in this to just be eye-opening. And this is the first time I've ever seen this. So no shade to the Scoop with Barb. I don't know who she is. I'm sure there's a lot of history. I've heard bits and pieces. I just don't know. But what Brittany says on this panel is quite interesting. Okay. Oh no. Really? Oh, she's loving the inside. That's Smush, Chico. That's like what happened with Smush. Yes, up to good. Yes. But just wait till you hear what it said. OG Shorty, up to good. Okay, you guys are here. You guys will help. You don't remember anything bad about her? Okay. Yeah, this stream isn't problematic as far as Barb goes at all. Not one bit. But there seems to be like a lot of things that have happened since this potentially, and they're no longer okay. I don't know. I just want to pay attention to what Brittany says. All right, let's go. Hey, dogs over humans. Let's roll.
I'm alive.
Yeah.
Do your hello. I got you.
Barb was having trouble with her mic.
Barb, are you muted or is that mine?
Yes, I'm muted.
If I'm being honest, I probably would get along fine with Barb. I don't know.
This mic has this little feature where if you touch it here, it turns red and it goes
okay, good.
Mute.
Good.
Weird.
If I
thank you, Chico. I haven't hardly even talked to anybody today. Duchess kept me company last night for a few hours on the phone. I was so shook up. Like, it was horrible. I hate watching Bella go through that. It's just, ugh.
Just breathe on it too close. So I thought that was a cool feature, but it shouldn't turn itself off that easily. So thanks for letting me know.
The other thing that's really interesting is seeing who's in this chat and the comments being pinned and like who was in there and how much has changed since. Oh, let me tell you the date on this one too. This is from, oh shit, there I go.
Intoxicated or.
Well, that's what we were thinking. Is it possible they were drinking?
November 29th, 2022. November 29th, 2022.
Anything. Fiddle-dee-dee. Let's go. Good to see everybody. And I don't know some of you guys. NyQuil.
This was courtesy of one of my friends. If she comes in here, she can tell you who it was.
That'll do it. I'm always paranoid about my mic going muted.
She's making improvements today. She's rebounded again. She ate and drank. It was bad though. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. Truly, like she lost all balance. She couldn't stand. Everything just went again. But this is something that she's been struggling with, is these strokes. And last night was just horrific. And I didn't think she was going to rebound. And Kyle's like, Beck, you got to give it a little bit of time. He was like trying to be the calm, and I'm like freaking out. And he was right. She started to rebound, and she's been eating and drinking, and she jumped on the couch today. She followed me down the stairs. I let her, well, I was right there, of course, but her balance is still a little wobbly, not terrible, but she's moving around. She's standing. Hold on. Let me show you guys. She's standing right here. I just don't want her to suffer in any way, shape, or form. There she is. She's got to have her eyes on mom at all times. And there's Hank. That's my baby, though. Bella is, well, all of them are my babies, but, and her bowels are working properly again. She lost all control of that last night, too. So I'm hoping that we continue on, but, you know I also am very aware she's elderly. She's got health issues. She's had a long 14 years, but no, this is, no, Revival. This is, hold on. What's her? The Scoop with Barb. The Scoop with Barb. This is the channel. Hey, FBSI, it's good to see you. Exactly. Quality of life is better. She had a stroke. Chrissy. She's been having strokes. Thank you for becoming a member. Is it Lena? Is that right? I hope so. Okay, back to this. Sorry, for anybody just coming in, we are watching an old stream from November of 2022 because you're going to shit when you see the similarities and the things that are said. Plus, there's a few little snippets in here that I thought somebody didn't go real life and they tattle on themselves.
Y'all, another thing today is the Casey Anthony little 3-part series is out, and I'm going to watch that thanks to somebody who's going to help me. I don't have that on my I don't have premium on that, but I'm going to be able to watch it, and so in a few days we'll go live about it and talk about
good. Okay, I got it right.
You know what came out.
I'm with you guys. A lot of you are major animal lovers too, and yeah. Okay, but you guys are my distraction tonight. I'll keep you guys posted on how things are going and stuff. I know I share a lot of my animals with you guys, so I know a lot of you guys get, when I lost Dexter, a lot of people actually cried with me with that. Like, that was rough. That was really rough. And this one's going to be even worse. She's been with me since she was 8 weeks old. We found her in the middle of a road, and I've had her for 14 years. So she has been with me and Kenzie through thick and thin. She's the one I can't even go to the bathroom by myself. She pops the door open. Doesn't matter if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. She's right there. What you doing?
We already know some, and I doubt there's going to be anything too big a deal about it. But we'll still.
That's Bella. That's my Bella.
We'll go talk about it. You know, thanks, Brittany, about this, that, and you have to.
Yes.
You have to have content, so it's new.
Chrissy, she ate and drank tonight, and her bowels are working tonight. She lost all control during the stroke, but she regained them. She hasn't had an accident since. So the vet told me everything. Unfortunately, this has been a few times now that this has happened. They told me everything to watch for. She's not in pain anywhere. Everything. So we're just riding it out.
Oh, it's new. So, hey, Cindy Ann, Sweet Sleuthy. Oh, I put a smile on your face. Oh, some mornings I don't know if I can smile. Hey, Merp.
Yes.
How do you say that? Merp. I have a lot of nicknames over here. Mostly Hedgehog, but
mostly. I did laugh at that earlier too.
Hey, Beatlemaniac. If I miss anybody, I'm so sorry, Lady V. Got to get Brittany going here. Billy Sunday.
Okay, a lot of names you'll recognize still in chat.
Let's see.
I've never heard of Barb.
Gary, thanks for being here, Gary. Gary's one of my mods. Lady Tinkerbell. Merp. Is that off of Merb? Because they call me Barb.
Sure. Barb does kind of crack me up in ways. Like, I don't know her, and I'm sure there's a lot of history stuff. Dogs, thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Janice in Accounting. This is from November of 2022. Buckle up. And it's good to see you. Sorry.
Frustrating to say the least, Amber. Okay, well, glad you're here. Texas. So, Brittany, what brings us here today? What are we going to talk about?
Oh, and by the way, she was supposed to. Barb had an entire stream a few days before this that Brittany was supposed to be on, and she slept through it. She didn't show up. Supposedly she was asleep.
What are we going to discuss?
Hey, Dazed and Amazed.
Well,
Hey, Clemson girl.
so I thought that it would be a good idea because Barb and I have, I hope you don't kill me for this, but Barb and I have been talking privately about our journey on YouTube and how we both have tried to step away from the drama, the toxicity, because it takes its toll on a person, right? I mean, it's awful.
So 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, she was saying the same thing. She wanted to step away from the drama. Ironic, isn't it?
So I come up with a clever idea. I don't know. We might regret this later. I hope not. But that we should do a panel and actually discuss what it's, we've been through as creators and some of the hurdles that we faced in our time on YouTube. And I think that it might be good for us as creators.
Lady V, do you remember this? And thank you for being a member for 7 months. I get excited when I see some of the same names that are in here. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Uh-oh, what is happening in here? Oh, there's a bug. What is it? Oh my gosh, I see all my girls like freaking out. There's a cricket jumping across the floor. Oh my gosh.
Creators and you as subscribers and us as subscribers even, to have that conversation because I'm out of the loop on a lot, but there are some things that I've seen lately that are just blowing my mind. I can't believe how horrifically nasty some people have gotten across this platform. It's going to end badly if somebody doesn't just walk away and stop.
Right. I'm looking for I'm putting your link in here. Y'all subscribe to Brittany if you aren't already. Here's her channel. If my mods could just keep dropping that throughout, that would be very, very good. Thank you, if you can. Got the membership pinned at the top. So we'll just keep dropping her link. So yeah, like what is the worst? And we're not going to be talking about specifics here, I think, right, Brittany? We're just going to general.
Nope.
Yeah, we don't want to call anybody out or anything like that. So what was like the worst thing for you?
Pay
Or do you have
attention.
one that was like, oh my gosh, that one really got me?
Well, my kids.
Mm.
So I always tell people if I could get a do-over, when I created my username, I would have never came on here with my name. Like I'd be some off the wall crap that wasn't even close to Brittany J if I'd have known how bad this gets.
So she admits that she came on this platform as her full name, self-doxing. So there's that. Hey, Mercedes girl. Lady V, hold on. Hold on. Okay, that was good. Okay, but again, remember, date on this is November 29th, 2022. You're going to feel like you're in a whole spin cycle of what the fuck is going on here.
Uh-huh.
And you would not ever know that I have kids either. I would have claimed they were my nephews or something.
Right.
Like, straight up. So
Come again. You would have told people that your boys were your nephews. What about the other 3?
Username. I would have never came on here with my name. Like I'd be some off the wall crap that wasn't even close to Brittany J if I'd have known how bad this gets.
Uh-huh.
I've heard some, Amy.
You would not ever know that I have kids either. I would have claimed they were my nephews or something.
Right.
Like, straight up. So probably for me, the worst that I've experienced is my kids being brought into it.
No shit. Well, shocking. That's your complaint today. And you're the one that constantly brings them into shit. So almost 3 years ago, well.
Judging me as a parent when you could never judge somebody as a parent by what a 5-minute little increment that you hear in the background. You know what I mean? Like if you're not there to see that person every day and how they live their life, you can't judge somebody's parenting. And then to try to threaten to call, CPS and stuff, that's probably the worst doxing.
Come the fuck again. What? Hey, Duchess, you better have taken a vinegar bath. You are fucking sunburnt to hell and back. Hey, Rotaro. Chico. I was like, what? Hey, Sammy. Okay. She's not supporting her anymore. Okay. See, I know there's a lot. That's why I'm like, I don't know. I'm not going to speak on Barb at all. Hey, crafty girl, but this is too good to pass up. 2022, November 29th, 2022. Let me show you guys. This is from The Scoop with Barb, November 29th, 2022. She's using the same fucking shit that she's thrown against all of us almost 3 years ago.
You could never judge somebody as a parent by what a 5-minute little increment that you hear in the background. You know what I mean? Like if you're not there to see that person every day.
A 5-minute increment that you hear in the background. So again, acknowledging that her children in the background of her videos has been a constant issue.
And how they live their life. You can't judge somebody's parenting. And then to try to threaten to call, CPS and stuff, that's probably the worst. Doxing. My address has been pretty effed up.
Wait, what? So in November of 2022, she claims that her address has been pretty fucked up. Who did that?
Making channels about me. I don't know. I could keep going. There's a lot.
So there was channels made about her back in 2022.
It's bad.
But the first thing you said, it's your kids. So
My kids, definitely.
Yeah, Angie Brooke, I have been attacked for no reason, and any reason I have to be
I'm pretty sure Angie's the one that passed away last year.
Attacked seems to get, swept under the rug. So, because I'm not perfect, and I never claimed to be perfect, but yeah, they've gone at me for stuff, and
I swear, you guys, you will have deja vu throughout this entire thing that we hear. It is that's why I was like, I needed brainless content, and here it is.
And I got doxxed, and I'm going to say it every live stream I have. I got doxxed because somebody wants to make a big deal about me saying that I got doxxed. So it's not, the first thing I did when I got doxxed was, I went and got a Ring camera, and not that day or anything, but to me that scared me because the way my name is, it's different, and there aren't a ton of people with that name, so it's pretty easy to find me, and I've told everybody where I live. So if you're new to me, I live in a
Sheila, you used to watch Barb until Tyra would go on panel over there. That Tyra is Tyra, the same one that did a little impromptu over at BJ's until she got mad at them. Lady Canine. And the thing is people didn't believe her. Oh no, BJ. Okay, I gotcha. People didn't believe Granny, but it's all here. It is all of it right here.
Vacation town, lakes, and it's an old town with I live in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Everybody knows, and so it's a vacation. It's a resort for a lot of people. It's
Absolute, Miss Britt
thing, and so you can just find me. It's so easy. And so when that got put out there, that was scary. If anybody doesn't understand that, they haven't had it done to them because yeah. And I mean, I live alone, and everybody knows that because I share on here. And why did I deserve that? I mean, I haven't done that to anybody else. So yeah, the going, the doxing and stuff for me is probably the worst. And then the reaction to that, with people making it content to make fun of me. I don't care how I react. Why are you making fun of me for talking about something that happened to me? I just don't get that. But and Brittany, I say it all the time. There's so many different personalities on here, and people go after different people for different reasons, and we don't have any control over that. And we're too far in.
Right, but so what blows my mind though is like once I kind of got to know you a little more, and I can get a good handle on what your personality is like and your demeanor. It really does kind of shock me that people come for you because I've told you this privately. I said, you're not built for this. And neither am I. You're not a confrontational person. You come off to me very much like If anything, you try to avoid the confrontation.
Yeah.
So when you call and tell me about people coming for you, I'm like, what is wrong with these people? And you know what I think it is, Barb? I think it's easy targets. You obviously don't take low blows, neither do I. So it's
Come again?
easy to go after somebody if you know the retaliation's not going to be severe.
Yeah. I know Jess has said that publicly that I'm not that I'm an easy target, and
yes, they're talking about Granny because shocking, not everything starts and ends with Granny in BJ's life. Granny and BJ got along at one point in time for a short period of time, and that was during this. And wouldn't you know that BJ's not blaming her for doxing her? She's saying that her address has been fucked up already. People are threatening her with CPS, and somehow in the last almost 3 years, everything is switched to Granny's fault. I thought that was really interesting to note.
I understand. Yeah, I understand that, and it is because I'm not going to do the low blows and everything, but it doesn't mean what some people don't know is that I'm not really this easy pushover. I do have ways to.
This is courtesy. I didn't find this, crafty girl. Somebody else found it and texted it to me and said, you need to check this out. And I was like, whoa, hey, Tangled Bliss. Right? The Chroma Reels. My mouth was like, this is, and you guys are going to hear even wilder shit in this. Oh, really? Some people thought she overacted. Okay. Yeah. See, there's a lot of history I don't know here. But listening to Brittany was just like, wow, Moo Moo.
Voice myself, and it may not be the way other people do it, but we all have our ways of how we react and everything. So it's not going like unnoticed or I'll respond in ways that I respond, and it could be a month later, it could be tomorrow. You know what I'm saying, Brittany?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
not how they do it.
No. That's what I said. Like, even the stuff that you've done with Natasha.
I'm not innocent, Cole. I'm not innocent.
The Scoop with Barb. I hope you don't mind I'm playing this. I don't know you at all, but this from Brittany was shocking to me. And I don't know your situation with everybody. You're not anything to do with what I'm talking about. You seem friendly, nice. Again, hope you don't mind. It's just really interesting to me. The same things that she is telling you on panel is exactly the same things that she's doing today. So I hope you don't mind, but this is a great history lesson for those of us that didn't know who she was in 2022. And she even mentions the Kylie Rodney case.
Nicole.
She's not, but at the same time, you're not.
Of course we can.
Vicious either. Like I even told you that. Even the streams that you do on Natasha is more parody based and comical.
So you left drama after this?
You know, you never come at her
doesn't shock
in a harsh way. So the fact that somebody would dox you and put your life at risk, and
I will make sure I pin that one. Are you still creating, Barb, today? Thank you, Duchess. We'll drop your link. I don't know if you're still creating. I did kind of scan over a little bit of it. I haven't watched any of it yet. This is what yeah, we do not either. Up to good. I don't think so at all. I don't think so.
I mean, let's be real. You're very much risking someone's life when you do that, because you don't know what people are on YouTube that may take that information and do something nefarious with it. You just don't know. So it's amazing to me, the links that people will go to, and for what? Like, what do you get from putting somebody's personal information out on YouTube or the internet in general?
This is just a great representation of how manipulative Moo Moo is. Truly.
I mean, does that make... I just don't understand how anybody could do that and actually feel okay with themselves.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Well, that's the thing, is we all have different... We're all different, and so what is over...
I see you do some political commentary, so I'm interested. I will definitely be checking it out. And Gary, there's Gary.
For the top for me is not over the top for the next person, and I can't, we can't control that, and I'll ignore some things and some things I won't. I don't really have a set pattern for that either. Like, I'm gonna talk back.
I hope your health improves. That's chronic pains.
At somebody. It kind of depends on, like, I guess what they do, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's a good.
You know how it is. We just get, it's just stupid. And
I
I don't
like
like it. And I don't like it when other people are attacked. But if I go and say anything about it, if you go make a comment somewhere, then you're going to get attacked for that by the other side. And, oh, look at her,
Yeah. I like what Amber just said, though. Like, there's a difference between calling out bad behavior,
Yeah.
versus body shaming and calling people names and taking low blows.
Really? Because it seems to me you're pretty comfortable in that arena, because that's kind of the first thing that you did to a lot of people. We called out bad behavior and you came back with low blows or tattletale bullshit or behind the scenes bullshit.
There's a huge difference there.
Yeah.
So, but and another thing you just said a while ago, like if someone tells you that, it's not a big deal, well, it's because they haven't been there. And me and you talked about this yesterday. This is one of the main reasons that I wanted to do this with Barb, is because, and I don't want to sound like Natasha, because I know she said this before, but it's so true. You never will truly understand what it's like until you go through it. To have a person go on panel and just rip you to shreds in front of 1,000 people.
Really? I swear you're going to get deja vu the entire time.
You have to be a strong person to be able to endure that and stay here. People say they take your kindness for weakness. Well, a weak person couldn't deal with that. Period. And I feel like, I don't mean this towards anybody in chat. Don't take me wrong. I'm just speaking in general from things that I've seen. But I have seen subscribers say, this is my entertainment. Well, and I feel like people forget sometimes that we are humans too. Like, yes, this
Wash, rinse, repeat. I am human. She says that all the time.
is somewhat entertainment, but at the end of the day, behind this computer screen, we're real people with real emotions and feelings.
Same thing she says.
And it very much does affect us.
And some people have varying degree. I mean, we have varying degrees of sensitivity, and some of us are more sensitive than others, and some of us feel deeper than others. And sometimes subscribers, I don't think, and again, I don't want to. I mean, I'm like Brittany. I don't want to, go at the subscribers, because we're all subscribers. But when subscribers play into everything and they make these comments about you and they do these things, somebody the other day, they were saying I'm a snake, and I'm Voices said that I'm a
oh, you've had go arounds with Voices.
what's that called? A tragedy pimp. I'm like,
What?
I'm a tragedy pimp? Where? You got these people doing all this stuff, begging for money, and I'm a tragedy pimp? I can ignore that kind of stuff. I know I'm bringing it up now, but I'm just saying,
How? What tragedy have you what do you call it, exploited?
I've talked about Quentin a little bit, Cher and all that stuff going on with her, but
What's your crime?
I'm not tragedy pimping. I'm not dropping my link and asking for it's just so weird. But people say what they say. You just have to let it go over your head. But that's one of those things that I'm just like, that's so far from the truth that I don't care what she says, because it's not anywhere near truth. But other things might have a little bit of me going, well, wait, am I? Do I do that? You know what I'm saying?
No, don't let them do you like that. It kills me, because
Barb, thank you for stopping by. I hope seriously you are doing better and your health improves. That's horrible and shitty, and thank you for allowing me to play this.
when it comes to the YouTube drama, money is always brought up. Money's the first thing that people talk about.
Thank you, Mod.
If you're not manipulating your subscribers,
Hey, Crispy.
Sadfish, and doing things like nefariously to get super chats and cash apps and all of that stuff, if your subscribers want to support you, that's on you and your subscribers.
Really now? Making excuses way back.
Sadfish and doing things like nefariously to get super chats and cash apps and all of that stuff. If your subscribers want to support you, that's on you and your subscribers. I don't get this all up in other people's business about their money.
Throw it all away. Just fucking throw it away. She hasn't even upped her game at all. Not at all. The same recycled verbatim garbage spin.
YouTube offers, a service where you can get super chats. You can monetize your channel. It's there, and it kills me how people are like, oh, she's getting all these super chats and
Hey, Rhoda.
she monetized that video. Well, yeah, that's what it's there for.
Right?
I mean, why? Like, what are you even saying? I don't even give a what people say anymore. I gave up on that a long time ago because
Okay, reminder. That was November 29th, 2022. She gave up giving a shit what people say.
I realized, Barb, the same people, and y'all pay attention to what I'm saying. The ones who are always talking about the money on other creators always end up doing the very thing that they were fussing about later on. And it shows that the only reason that they're worrying about it and harping on it is because they're jealous. Period.
Jealous. People were jealous in 2022 of what?
Money on other creators always end up doing the very thing that they were fussing about later on. And it shows that the only reason that they're worrying about it and harping on it is because they're jealous. Period.
Well, I don't know why they'd be jealous of me because I'm not getting I don't make a lot of money on here. I don't drop links. I don't pin my link. I don't talk about, I'll say, well, I posted my membership link at the top. And then if somebody asks me for my Cash App or PayPal, which they do sometimes, I'll say, well, it's in my about section. I don't even drop it.
I'm glad that so many of you are in here, though, that were like around for those days or kind of remember some of this, because my mouth was just like, what the hell? When you think you've seen it all, then this comes out.
So, I mean, like, there's some stuff that's so crazy. I just like that. I mean, I brought it up. Right. Yeah. So I must have noticed it, but it didn't bother me. I just don't get how she could, it's just the craziest shit, and anyway, I didn't mean to bring up anybody, but I'm just saying.
I'm extremely jealous of her Santa hat in that avatar.
No, but it's insane.
Who the fuck is that still? Can we just ask that question? Who the hell's picture was she using?
And honestly, I was just telling Craig this morning before he left.
Before he left for what? What was Craig leaving for in 2022?
I have a newfound respect for YouTube creators because for so long I was like, oh my God, that would be so easy to do, put out videos, go live. All you got to do is go live and talk. Like that was the perception that I had until now. I'm on the other side and I realize, oh my God, this consumes me. I literally.
Really? Well, isn't that fucking ironic too? The word consumed, and BJ said it consumes her. Well, I'll be darned. Insert BJ clip of her husband. Her husband says she's consumed.
It takes y'all. There's so much time, especially when you're doing content lives. When you prepare for them, Barbara. You have to prepare. Mm-hmm. You have to do the.
You have to prepare. When has she ever prepared for anything?
It takes y'all. There's so much time.
Oh, hold on. I'll back it up even further.
Live and talk. Like that was the perception that I had until now. I'm on the other side and I realize, oh my God, this consumes me. I literally. It takes y'all. There's so much time, especially when you're doing content lives. When you prepare for them, Barbara. You have to prepare. Mm-hmm. You have to do the research. You have to form the timelines, get the stuff together. That alone.
Come again?
Case is not opened.
Hold on.
About me muting. She literally is over there saying she mutes every time her husband speaks because she's scared of what he's gonna say because he's drunk. No, you big-nosed ugly bitch. The reason that I mute when Craig is speaking is because he pops his head in and I don't know what he's going to say. It's not YouTube's business what we talk about in my personal life. He only drinks on Fridays, you dumb twit. Not that that's any of your business. It's not. It's certainly not. You are a nosy, good-for-nothing, sleazy trash bag Karen. That's what you are. A middle-aged Karen that has nothing better to do than to use the names of victims and their families as an excuse to drag people constantly to make your miserable self feel better. I can't with you. You really need help. When your own husband comes on YouTube and says that you are, what was the term that he used? Nonsense's own husband says that she is what was the word? Oh my God, I'm so upset I can't even remember the freaking word. Oh, this consumes her. That should tell you all you need to know. This fucking consumes her.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Switch. Hold up. Switch around. What did she say? Let's see.
Live and talk. Like that was the perception that I had until now. I'm on the other side and I realize, oh my God, this consumes me.
No, not herself saying she's consumed. Oh my God.
I literally, it takes y'all, there's so much time, especially when you're doing content lives. You know, when you prepare for them, Barbara, you know, you have to prepare,
Mhm.
you have to do the research, you have to form the timelines, get the stuff together.
Since when has she ever done that? She's always had other people do it for her.
That alone takes hours.
Oh,
And then not to mention what you got to pay out of your own pocket to stream properly and to make sure everything, your setup's right.
you got to pay out of your own pocket. Y'all, take the freaking wheel. I'm seriously done. When I heard this, I was falling over. You don't have to. When I first started creating, I used my phone. I didn't even have my computer yet. It was a couple months in that Kyle was like, I'm done with you frying your phone all the time and having it on do not disturb constantly when I was doing video uploads. So he took me and got me a computer at Costco. But I did it all off my phone. All pre-recorded videos, everything.
Form the timelines, get the stuff together.
I got to hear
that alone takes hours. And then not to mention what you got to pay out of your own pocket to stream properly and to make sure everything, your setup's right. There is so much that goes into this. So I have nothing but respect for creators who do this the right way and they're not out, you know, to hurt other people or manipulate.
Manipulate, huh?
Let me stop you just a moment and thank Chicken Feet Feet for that. I appreciate you so much. We got to play a song. Got to play a song.
Well, if she tries to say that Granny ever doxed her, yeah, I mean, here's proof that she was claiming in 2022 when her and Granny, because she'll talk about Jess, she says that you'll see that her and Granny were fine, and she's already talking about her address being all fucked up and being doxed and people going for her kids. And if she would have known, she would have told people they were her nephews. Like, hey, Bob H. Oh, it's OBS. I don't know how to use that one. I'm good at some things like timelines, but the other stuff, no. And it's not that I couldn't. If I opted to choose to learn that and put energy into it, I'm sure I could.
Barb's got to get some new equipment. Got to get some new equipment. It's been a year of this equipment, right? Come on, play.
I hope you're doing good, Bob.
Thank you, Chicken Feet Feet. Well, what were you just saying? Remind me, because
I was just saying that I have a newfound respect for creators that actually do things without manipulation. There's a lot of work that goes into this.
Isn't it funny?
Yeah, and it's the easiest thing. The very easiest thing to do is just go, like you said, just pop up and go live and just talk. It's so easy. And then when I make the short videos, it takes me hours and hours and hours, and I get a couple of hundred views. But I can go live and I can get 1,000 views, in less time than it took me to make that little video.
Barb's correct on that.
So it is a lot easier, and there's no work to it. Oh, thanks, Alex. There's no there's no work to just going live. I didn't have to work today to do this, but we're having a discussion, and I did have to fill in the other day when you were sleeping.
I'm sorry.
I know. I'm not mad.
So once again, she's so prepared. They had scheduled a live stream. She slept through it, is what I'm understanding.
Just saying. Sometimes it's easier than others. It depends on what you're talking about. But I don't think people understand.
You could tell, yeah, I could
that.
too.
And I do think that this community is really into Black.
Barb seems friendly, like just friendly. That's what I'm perceiving from this conversation. And BJ thought, oh, she'll buy my bullshit.
Live streams and some other community.
That's what I'm getting. Like BJ thinks her little sweet act is working.
Maybe not as much. So I don't know about that, because some of my pre-recorded true crime stuff has done really well as far as views go. And I'm not here all about the views and all about all of that.
OG, right?
It's just that's your reward on here, is to get more subscribers, to get more, it's kind of a reward, that, and if you make any money. So
well, everybody Every creator is building their channel. And that's another thing that oh my God, it's so stupid. The money, and then people want to come at you about views. All you care about are your views. Well, yeah, I care about my views. We're not here to talk to our damn selves. Well, of course, every creator out there is working to build their channel. That's what that's what we're supposed to do. Yeah. And shaming people for that is it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life. And if any creator tells you that they're not here to grow their channel, they're lying to you.
I did have a creator tell me that she didn't want her channel to grow and then celebrated when she hit a milestone. And I'm like, what? Why would you not want your channel to grow? I mean, or do you not want to reach people? I mean, my thing is I want this, and I don't know, it's kind of evolved into this, this is my voice. This is where people listen to me, and I never got listened to in my whole life. And so if I come on here and there's, 20 people on here, I'm thrilled because I got 20 people listening. And
I'm with Barb on that. 20 people, like, I get excited over 10 people. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to talk. I could care less. 10 people, 10,000. It's all the same. I'm going to talk.
I had my whole life, nobody listened to me. So Brittany's heard a little bit of my story from my life and some of the things that happened to me that I haven't shared on here. The kick in the gut thing yesterday.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, I think Barb is a strong ass person. I really do.
Thank you, Brittany.
And I actually do applaud you for what you have shared. And that's another. I'm just freaking letting it all out today. That's another thing that makes me mad about this platform. When people come out and they share their personal struggles, that takes a lot to put that out there.
Well.
And then for somebody to take those struggles and weaponize them against you, F you and anybody else that does that. That is so wrong. It is. Oh my God.
Like recently when I was talking about, stealing when I was young, like 18, 19, 20. And then people called me up, and then they came in and I saw in another chat, or somebody was talking actually, and they said I'm a thief. And I'm like, okay, but you wouldn't know anything about that if I hadn't been bold enough to share it and to talk about making amends for it and all this stuff. I mean, why are you going to call me a thief?
Exactly. And so Allie's in chat, and Allie's one of my best friends. I love her.
This is a while ago because they were best friends.
On words. And she's one of the people who has come out and shared an immense amount of her past, with her struggles with addiction and, a lot of things. And
wild.
I have seen certain people.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
I'm glad you guys are here though, because I just needed something. And this was, I'm still like hearing it again. Even I'm like, what the hell?
1 second. Who's getting deleted? We're not mentioning other creators in chat, but I know I've said a few of the people.
That's what she seems sensitive.
But
she seems sweet though. I don't know this group. I could be completely wrong. I'm sure there's a lot of personal history between a lot of people. I'm sure there is, and I'm not discounting anything. I just wasn't around for any of this. So to me, like listening to Brittany here was, and when she talks about Jess, my mouth hit the fucking floor.
Also, the factory, I have some names of creators in the back end of YouTube so that their names don't get said in chat, because they get absolutely furious when their names are mentioned anywhere. And so they're blocked on the back end. It comes up, and I need to tell my mods that too. Mods, if there's a name that comes up and it shows blocked, it pops up for you to be reviewed, please just delete that comment, because I do have those creator names in there for that reason. And I haven't told y'all that, so thank you. Factory, I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on, but I do trust my mods. Go ahead, Brittany. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Absolutely.
No, well, to be fair too, just to kind of lean on what Barb's saying in that regard, when someone mentions another creator's name in chat, and it's like
oh my gosh, Fiddle Dee Dee was around back then too.
A harsh comment or something, that creator will lash out at Barb or whoever's chat that is. Like they come at us for that, because it was in our chat. So that's why I do the same thing.
Again, she knows exactly what she's
doing. But what I was saying was Allie has come out and shared an immense amount of her past with addiction and stuff like that. And I've seen people take that and call her some of the, I'm not even going to repeat it. It pisses me off so bad. Like, what is wrong with you? Like she's doing that, Barb's doing that, and other people are doing that. They're not sharing that to get a pat on the back.
No.
They're doing it to try to help other people that might be having those same struggles. I mean, people are sick. I'm telling you, I've seen the worst of the worst in this platform, or on this platform, but I've seen some of the most amazing people at the same time. But there's some really grimy ass people on this.
You wouldn't say
platform. And that's not Barb saying that. That's me.
Sunset
that have been doing the same thing for years on end.
Gazing knows my area. Sunset Gazing, I drink that water, and I get numerous jugs of that water about once a month or every 6 weeks, however long it lasts me. And even my dogs drink the spring water. So It's cool that you know my area. Thank you.
Sunset
Follow
gazing
her,
is amazing.
follow her next time you come through here. It is a
Yeah.
beautiful little town, and it's a little weird, but it's pretty.
It's a
So
lot.
I promise you, Sunset Gazing is a good person. That's
Oh,
one
good.
of my subscribers.
Good. Yeah, it's well, and I've shared maybe I'll put that up public today. I shared a
Oh, Pika, you're going to have to rewind to the part later on about the consumed part. That's fucking epic. BJ calls herself consumed, and I pulled the clip of her saying, "What's that word her husband uses?" and put them together. It's fucking funny as shit.
post the other day from one of my
And this, for anybody coming in, is from November 29th, 2022.
walk runs that I do, and the trees were beautiful.
Hey, Jason.
And I shared them just to members, but I'll put that up for everybody to see because it is really pretty here. And so, what were you? Okay, back to you, Brittany. Sorry.
No, you're good. That's pretty much what I was. I'm just on my soapbox today, fussing about things I hold in.
Yeah, and so, have you? Well,
Yeah, you will.
there is a creator who's got some kind of
Duchess, you are burnt. Like, I'm worried. You better be hydrating a lot. That's a bad burn for a potsy. Please hydrate a lot.
God.
Sunburns wipe you out. Hey, ketamine.
What do you do when you see your name in a bag?
Ketamine, if you're just coming in, this is a throwback that somebody sent me today. I've never seen it before, from November 29th, 2022. I didn't know who BJ was until 2024. So almost 3 years ago, this clip is from, or this video is from.
Bad way, like when somebody's got a contest going and your name gets brought up in a bad way. Like, do you have that happen, Brittany?
Like a
Like you're having a contest, like Country Show had that contest, and they have another contest, and
like, okay, do you mean like awards kind of? Yeah. And it's a bad award. That's just an example. That bothers me. What, you know me though. This is where my motto: out of sight, out of mind.
True.
And
her motto: out of sight, out of mind. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic.
And isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
I try my damnedest not to know, but if I do find out about it, it bothers me. But usually I'll call somebody that I trust and I'm close to. 9 times out of 10, it's Allie or somebody like that. And I'm like, I just try to unleash on somebody privately to prevent myself from going public, because
oh, you're good.
One of the things that I've learned.
Amy, it's okay. I asked. You're good. We're not expected to know all the things or remember all the things. There's been a lot of changes, so you're good.
Hard way.
I'm sure Barb understands that.
On this, doing this is
in here and
okay. I can go live and I can address it.
And I'm sure there's a lot of history that people have with all sorts of different things here, but I don't know anything about. I'm just shocked at hearing Brittany. And Barb said flat out, she came in here and said, "I do not support BJ." That's all that matters.
But as soon as I do that, I know there's always going to be a response, always. So then they're going to respond.
And before those idiots take that and say, "See, they're just trying to pull my support." No, you were sitting here being completely phony and fake and accusing people back then of doing the things that you're accusing all of us of doing 3 years later. That's what's important.
And then I'm going to want to respond. And then back and forth we go until it's just a never ending cycle. And so it's like at that point, you got to kind of outweigh and say, choose your battle. Is this worth what the flack that I'm going to get for going live and talking about this? So I guess it would depend on how bad it is. The problem I struggle with, though, is the lies. Being lied.
Me too. The lies were the worst.
Yes, that's my biggest.
Thank you for saying that, Bex.
Struggle.
Home Alone.
That's the hard one. Yes, Allie. I've heard her tell me that so many times. Ignore it. Just keep moving on.
Well, I like what you said though, because if you talk, and
people were telling her to ignore shit 3 years ago.
Really, and we all know you can't talk to people in real life about what happens on here because they don't get it. And even your husband said he didn't get it, right?
Yes, he thinks this is also stupid.
Having someone who knows and knows.
So in 2022, he thought it was all so stupid, and in 2025, he's like, The
people.
I'm going to be famous, like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, because everybody's just jealous of them. You're not Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. And I'm still not jealous of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. No, thank you.
and I think I've done that to you. I've vented to you. There's a couple other people I've vented to. And then you worry about, is that person in the future going to turn on me? And then, like, if you're texting, and then that's going to come out that you were talking about this person. You know what I'm saying? I worry about that sometimes because you just don't know. Yeah, I did get the Crama Award for most creative. Whoop, whoop. I don't think I'm up for any awards right now, though. And I shrugged all that off. I only won because this or this or this. I couldn't even accept it as, but it was fun to win. But I still was like, well, only because CJ took her name out of it and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not always going to be like putting my own self down. So it's my nature, I think, to always just think worse of myself. And so that's a struggle that I have to have confidence, and having confidence going live. I think I talked about this the other day when we were supposed to do this the other day, or it might have been yesterday that, I did. I talked yesterday about my speech class when I went back to college, and I'm terrified of speaking in public. And I did that class first. When I went back, I was like,
she seems very like sharing from a genuine place, and this one's over here like, not even paying attention.
Mid-30s. And so to get it out of the way, because I didn't want to end up at graduation and go, well, I haven't had my speech class yet. I'm terrified of it. So then I started going live on here, and it went pretty well, and I've gotten my confidence. But sometimes you get certain things or said,
Pika, I knew you were gonna freaking chuckle over that
about me or something, and I get I lose that confidence a little bit.
I do
So
too.
I come on and I'm not as I'm more guarded and unsure of myself, and trying to figure out, in my mind, it's like I'm trying to please these people who have said ugly things about me and stuff, and I can't do that. I have to just be Barb.
Right.
Bryn, thank you so much for saying that. I just that means a great deal to me to see you say that, and I appreciate that. And it's weird too, because I was just thinking about you this morning.
Totally.
As odd as that is, I had a good reason, but thank you so much.
She didn't even this is the part where she was so focused on comments about people being mean to her that she didn't even acknowledge the panel that she's on. She completely discounted what Barb had just shared. That was obviously something she struggled with and had found ways to overcome certain things. Like a very genuinely from the heart, sharing moment where you engage in conversation with your panel guests, acknowledge them. And she's so caught up by comments, oh, BJ has been ripped apart by all sides. Doesn't even acknowledge, that blew me away.
Yeah, and you know what, Barb? Even with a little bit of time, the short time that I have actually got to know you, I've watched you even before then, and I've seen you progress and improve. It seems like, and you can tell.
So the comment was the most important. Then she comes back, oh, I should have.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know what goes on inside your mind, but to me, it kind of seems like it doesn't get to you quite as much as it did in the beginning. Like you've actually got you've kind of.
It was more important to make sure people were acknowledging that she's a victim and being ripped apart by all sides.
Maybe got a little used to it and learned how to cope with it better.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of comes and goes, but yeah, I mean, you have to have a thick skin on here, and that's all funny and everything, but some things hurt worse than others. And I've had a screwed up life. I blame myself for that. I don't try to blame every Lotus Flower. I'm sorry. I don't know what you shared with. I'm not seeing what you're wanting me to see. I'm sorry. I'm looking, and I think you're an amazing person. I admire your courage and love your personality and sense of humor. Oh, thank you, Lotus Flower. That's so sweet. No wonder you wanted me to see that. That's a nice message. And you get that here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Sean.
Yeah. We get that. We get that. And we also get the ugly. And I wouldn't trade.
Oh, this is going to be hard. Shop going back. You'll do great, though. I'm sure the kids will be glad to have you back.
I wouldn't trade my channel for anything at the moment, even with the ugly. But again, it's learning how to deal with it. And there's not going to be a day where I don't think there's going to be a day where I don't completely, where I can just completely ignore everything negative.
Yeah.
I wish I could, but I don't know if I can ever do that. But hopefully I'm doing, I appreciate you noticing, because I do work on trying to be better. And
well, we're human too at the same time. That's why I think people lose sight of that. I know I have. I'm guilty of losing sight of that as a subscriber myself. Because you have a human interaction, but it's not face to face. And I think that brings the worst out in people sometimes because of that. It's almost like not having accountability. You can come on YouTube under any name that you please. And there are people who are on YouTube anonymously that are doing the most because there's no accountability. It's easy to be anonymous and lash out and attack people in the most vicious way. And then you can just disappear in the background, come back with a different name, and no one would ever know the difference.
Right.
So, oh God, that makes me mad too. I think that if you're anonymous, there should be like a moral boundary there. And I know
there's a lot of things, but
yeah,
right.
There should be a moral code where if you're anonymous, you don't go after people and try to decimate their character when you are here under a fake name, and there's just no. I mean, you're free to just. Oh God, it makes me so mad. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Welcome, Vilma Unstuck. I'm glad someone recommended our channels. We are.
Shit, I was muted. Damn it. I did it again. I'm back. Sorry. I don't do that very often, but when I do, I'm like on a good rant. But what I found really interesting and what I was saying during that mute is in 2025, she comes back and states that in a declaration to a court under the penalty of perjury, she read that on her channel and included that sentence under the penalty of perjury in her reading of her declaration. She used similar tactics to say that Granny had ruined Granny and barbecue, even though she claimed that she didn't know barbecue at all. Her part was solely about this. She claimed that Granny's actions, of RICO and racketeering had harmed her reputation. Meanwhile, we find out November of 2022, November 29th to be exact, that when her and Jess were good, she was making these same claims against others. I found that to be very ironic because her and Granny were okay at this point in time, and the very same thing she's blaming others for in 2022 somehow made it to a courtroom in 2024 and were all the responsibility of Granny. She said that her address got fucked up in the beginning of this and said she'd been doxxed, that her children, threats of CPS.
We're good people. Welcome.
Oh, hi. Thank you.
Yeah, and if you
Nice
can be
job.
totally anonymous on here, like I don't know if you could ever
Give that baby a lot of loves. I know you already do, but some loves from the Islanders.
subscribers, you surely can. And there's so many what are they called, sock accounts? There's so many of that running around, and people use those to hurt other people. So
Isn't this live stream just what?
And
hey, y'all says she didn't know I didn't have confidence. Yeah, thank you. Hey, y'all. Well,
Sure is, isn't it?
but I mean, I think it's good to admit these things, and that's just like my channel is about me having a voice. I've said that a million times, and so what do I have to offer at my age? And I don't have any dating tips or anything like that for anybody, but I do have.
When she said I don't have any dating tips or anything for anybody, I about fell out. I was like, oh, that was good.
Wisdom and experience and things like that. And then no, you don't even have a partner. Oh no, I sure don't.
oh my God.
Yeah.
She just said she's not giving dating advice.
You told me that last night. I think it was yesterday you told me that. Or maybe it was another day. You said people come at you for not having a partner. What the hell? If Craig and I were to separate tomorrow.
Your spouse, Larry, will you grab me a Diet Coke, please, babe? Larry diminishes women who don't have men. You realize that? Like, we've heard him diminish women over and over again who don't have men. Again, in my opinion, he's sexist, so he doesn't even take into account somebody could have a same-sex partner. God forbid, that's against their beliefs, even though we fully support whatever anybody's choice of love is. But just because you don't have a partner doesn't mean. And isn't it funny that she says that this time, but yet agrees with her spouse all the time, her partner, that somehow we're jealous because she's got a man? Well, first of all, I have an actual man, not a man-child. And relationship status means nothing.
I promise you, my ass would be single for the duration of at least my kid's childhood.
I
Like,
know.
there is nothing wrong with being single.
True.
Good God.
And the
Well, Pika, if she would have known better, she would have told the internet that those were her niece or her nephews. Excuse me. Didn't even say niece. She just said she would have let the internet believe that those were her nephews. I was like, what? Like, I know crazy shit happens out here, but that doesn't, like, creating and concocting those lies does not help shit.
The other side of that is to be able to manage your home and
Fuck
finances
yeah.
and everything that goes into a person and
There
taking
you
care of
go.
yourself and everything. I do all that on my own and have. I bought 4 houses on my own. I mean, that's not really a big.
Shout out to all the single ladies and men out there. Shit, Fit and Curvy got everybody into a conversation about tools the other day because hashtag independent woman. That was the best conversation too.
Deal, but it shows that I'm able to handle things. Except kind of when I had my depression, I wasn't doing a really good job at handling everything, but still, I didn't have anything major happen during that time. So
That's ridiculous.
people will come for wearing 2 black socks, Bree.
Oh, hey, Bree McGee. Love you.
One time when I was a bank teller at a branch bank, and I went to work with.
Oh, you're right, OG. I didn't even put that timeline together. Crazy, OG, that timeline. Good night, Jason. Oh, there's sirens. They're coming to take me away. OG, that timeline's really close. And she's already saying that people were making threats of CPS. Ironic.
With 1 penny
Huh.
loafer and 1 tassel loafer. And the other day, I thought I almost left the house with a.
I'm glad some of you are in here that know this timeline of shit way before my time. Thank you for being here and like filling in some gaps for me, because I swear.
Shoe and a tennis shoe
A
and
timeline.
a croc. That would have been cute.
Okay,
Let's go to the
explain
grocery
that
store.
part. How did you manage that one?
I didn't. I almost did.
So, you know what it tells me? If people's coming at you for not being in a relationship.
There you go.
That should actually make you feel good, because that tells me they don't have anything to throw at you. There's no mud to sling.
Some people enjoy being single. Some people don't. Let people live their lives.
If that's the worst they got, my God.
Right. And go look at my background and see, go run a background check or 2 on me and see what you find. I mean, there's no criminal. I've had background checks.
Some of the people I know that I'm closest to, for lifelong closest to, are not married, no kids, extremely successful careers, extremely traveled the world, lived in other countries, didn't want to do the traditional. I love every bit of it. Whatever makes someone happy. If they want to be single, involved, married, whatever. I don't care.
On me to not only photograph President Bill Clinton, but also to photograph Hillary Clinton at 2 different events. And so, granted, that I could have passed that. I mean, the things that they would go at me on YouTube about probably wouldn't be the same things as those. But, if there was anything in my background, I don't think I would have been able to touch either of those people. So
Exactly, Florida.
I didn't mention timelines. BJ did. They can be mad at her. She was the one that's saying that in order to prepare a well thought out stream, you had to do a timeline. That's her fault. She was timelining it before I ever timelined it. It's funny that they don't like it, but that's exactly how I met some of them, was through timelining shit.
That's awesome.
they're saying it's a big deal to take care of yourself.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, and also like you had someone crappy for you in chat. Yeah, and you can't. I mean, people twist. I just it's the lies and the twisting of what you said, and you have to. I mean, Brett, don't we just have to realize that where these people are coming from when they do that? Because look, you know me.
You're never too broken. But if you choose to be single, then you choose that.
Y'all know a lot about us.
And maybe you're choosing you, and that's important too. That might just be the stage you're in, whatever you choose.
As you know,
Choose you
I'm right
first.
here. I'm telling private stuff about myself. But as far as people in chat, I don't know you nearly as well as you know me, because
Exactly.
I'm seeing a picture that may or may not be you. I'm seeing a screen name. I'm seeing your comments, and you can learn a lot about people through that. But you also,
I thought her pointing that out was so valid.
you just don't know me. I don't know you. I can't look you up. I can't. You know, I don't know what you look like. I don't know anything.
Yeah, we do. We tend to make ourselves vulnerable, right? I mean, and I don't know. Maybe I'm naive. For me, and you're absolutely right with what you're saying. But with some of the subscribers, I feel like I have gotten a little more of an opportunity to get to know them. But it's probably because I do open panel and stuff on my channel, so people come up and talk with me and stuff, and I do hear a voice. You know, I'm able to put a voice with the name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but what?
There, like you just said a while ago, when you got that nice comment, that makes it all worth it, doesn't it? Because Some of my, oh my God. And one of the things that I love about, like, actually one of the good things about being a creator, you just said, and it's so ironic you said this, but you said you created your channel to have a voice. That's the main reason I started mine. And I've always said that. I was in a chat. I felt like I needed to speak out and say something. And I didn't have the opportunity, because where do you go? You're minimized to a chat when you're a subscriber. So that was a huge reason why I created my channel. And it's become almost therapeutic in a way to come on every day and talk.
But I'm a psychotic bitch because I said it was like therapy for me to unleash and unload. Isn't that fucking ironic? Who was around for the days when she said that? I should go pull that clip. I'm sure it exists.
To people and share ideas and
She's disgusting saying it's like therapy.
thoughts, and just kind of converse with and you get used to the same names and the returning subscribers. I don't know. So there's a huge payoff too to being a creator.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
if we didn't get something back from it, we wouldn't do it.
No.
I wouldn't do this if all I got was negativity all the time. I just wouldn't do it. And we,
Right, Crispy? Shout out Molly Golightly
I mean, I certainly
and Penelope.
don't do this for the money. I'm not making the money, I'm not making a lot of money, but I am making some money, so it does pay off in that way. And I know as a channel grows, you get more money from the advertising that's done on your videos and everything. But then also, Brittany, I know you know this, a lot of those true crime stuff doesn't even you can't monetize it.
The source of my income are my members.
Mhm.
Members only.
Duchess, I am publicly scolding you right now. You are so burnt. I'm not showing it, but oh my God, she is burnt.
And super chats and stuff is pretty much the bulk of where we get our money from, because a lot of them are demonetized. Most of my videos are limited.
Okay, good.
Before I even end the live stream.
Okay, I'm glad you did a vinegar bath. Sorry, she's texting me pictures I just saw. Oh my God, she's burnt.
But even when they're not, Barb, it's like, what, 8 cents an ad? You make pennies on these videos.
You need to hydrate a lot. You might even have to go get some fluids. That's going to take a lot out. I hope you don't blister. For anybody that gets bad sunburns and you have like medical stuff, sometimes people are way more prone to bad sunburns because of medication. We've ended up in the ER with Kenzie for having 2nd and 3rd degree from sunburn, and she was only out in the sun for like 15 minutes on the boat. And she was so burnt. It was so bad. I felt so bad. And we learned a huge lesson then. But anybody out in the sun, I'm like giving Dutch a shit, but I'm being serious at the same time. Please protect yourselves.
Mm-hmm. And you get paid a little bit for premium members watching.
Mm-hmm.
So
it can be bad.
You get that. That's even less money than the ads pay. I don't know how much per view or anything, but it's not a lot of money, and I'm not complaining because I know I'm getting what I need right now. It's helping me. I didn't come here to make money. I didn't even know.
The one good thing about Duchess is she's a pro at this. She lives at the beach, has done this her whole life, and had pots. So she's good to go. I trust and believe that. But still, oh my God, it just makes me cringe thinking how painful that burn is.
I would ever make any money on here, so I'm not complaining. But I am saying that if anybody's doing it just for the money, then they're making a lot more money than I am. Right? I mean,
yeah, and it's laughable too. That, like, with mentioning that, to think about people that come at you about money.
I have never gone at her over her money, ever. That's not something I do. Like, that's something that I genuinely don't care. Do I think that she's making an awful lot compared to what she's claiming, like her channel's tanking or this tanked her channel or things like that? Yes, but I don't pocket watch her. Never have. Has she shown her back office? Yeah. Did I care? No.
When my channel grew, one of the big things that I got from people that were coming for me, and they were coming out of the woodworks. Oh my God, it was awful.
Okay. Pay close attention, though, because these are claims that we've heard her make in 2024 and 2025.
The most attacks that I've ever had in my life was during the Kylie case. And
the most attacks she's ever had in her life was during the Kylie Rodney case.
There were people that Craig commented on one of my live streams, and they immediately said to him, "Oh, I hope you are enjoying your new money that's coming in. Like we're making a fortune over here." And I'm like, "What the hell do
new money?
Do I need to screenshot?" Like,
is that why Craig recently said that Summer Wells wasn't profitable enough for you?
Do I need to show y'all? Because y'all act like we're over here just
Oh,
raining in hundreds or something. Like it's not like that.
yes.
Mm-mm.
It's not. He laughed so hard when they read that comment.
Yeah, it can, especially considering how much if you did it by how much you made per hour. No. There, and then also, I do pay for StreamYard and I do pay for my video platform that I make videos on, and I do pay for the music that I use.
It seems like Barb has done a variety of different topics. The quick thumb through her channel that I did, she's done a variety of topics. Well, maybe at one time it overlapped with certain communities, but nowhere close to that now. Like in the topics of conversation, she's done a variety of different things.
It's $15
So she must have overlapped at for a period of time or something. I'm not sure.
a month plus tax, and so all of those things cost money. Just to have your channel. Yeah, YouTube's free, but it takes it takes time to make thumbnails. It takes time to
Her channel is The Scoop with Barb. In fact, I'm not even subbed. Let me sub. That was unkind of me, and I didn't even like it. Sorry about that, Barb. I got so giddy over the content, I didn't even do the common courtesy things, but I have now.
few minutes to get all the settings right for your live stream. There's time involved. That's it's minimal, but still.
We literally have to pay monthly. We have to pay monthly for numerous things just to keep doing this. I have my StreamYard bill. I have 2 softwares for my thumbnails and my graphics.
Come again? You have 2 softwares for your thumbnails and your graphics, and that's what you come out with?
That I have to pay a monthly fee for on each. And
you were just in 2025 asking somebody to help you learn how to make thumbnails?
Not to mention the equipment. My computer is only a couple of months old. It's a laptop. And I just found out last night, if this RAM that I'm about to spend $50 on doesn't do the trick, I'm going to have to buy a new computer already.
What? I've been at this for 3 years with the same computer. And you guys know how much I download and track and store between all my devices. I'm very upfront about it. No shame. I will document. If I'm interested in something, 100%. Or if there's something problematic, yes. But she was trying to tell them that she needed a new computer within months. What?
So it can, to have the proper equipment to be able to map out and do the things that I need to do. So
she can have the proper equipment to be able to map out and things like she needs to do.
It costs money just to do this. I didn't even realize. I thought, hell, I can do this with my phone and do my
that doesn't shock me at all.
thumbnails. And no, you can't. Not if you want things to go the way that you need them to go.
Yes, you absolutely can. I make all of my thumbnails are made on my phone. Every bit of it. Ooh, Janice in accounting. I'm not sure on that.
It's crazy.
Probably, I don't know.
I've only gone live on my phone when I've been out doing walk and talks, walking the.
Again, I started off on my phone making pre-recorded videos. Yeah, the quality's shit because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Not because of the products available. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But you can do a lot on your phone.
In town here where all the tourists go and everything. And let's see, a trail that I took everybody on.
And again, if you want to have something to say, do it. Have a community post. Cut short videos. Post pictures. Do it if you want to.
But I'm not as good on my phone as I am on the laptop. And my laptop, it's not got everything. It's not got. I don't know. I need to upgrade. Maybe.
I love the community post section. I love some of you guys post pictures and shit like that. I really do enjoy that.
Do what you're doing to mine. I don't know.
Well, because the other night, and for my subscribers in here that were with me, y'all know, I map out on my channel
She maps out
these crime scenes.
She maps out crime scenes on her channel. What? Do you guys remember that happening? Was she mapping out crime scenes on her channel?
And I tried to pull up Google Earth while I was on StreamYard, and my computer just started going crazy. It was glitching out.
Oh, her computer couldn't handle pulling up Google Earth. So let me... So you're claiming you were doxxed, but yet you're putting crime scenes, which sometimes I'm sure were people's homes, on the internet and mapping out crime scenes, huh? But your computer couldn't handle Google Earth. Okay.
So I don't know. It's just people they don't understand it, and then you get these ones who are, I guess, are jealous. I hate saying people are jealous, but I can't think of why else they're speaking on your money like that. They don't
Since November of 2022, she is claiming that it's jealousy that people address her.
get it.
So somebody asked in the chat how these big YouTube creators that don't go live make any money. Well, they're getting like so many views that they're going to get money off the ads for those.
Yeah.
And
The ad revenue isn't huge money, but it does make a difference. So those pre-recorded content, they rely on their ad revenue. They create. That's a content creator. I think we're more classified as like live streamers.
I don't think I just got this super chat. Thank you, good Juju. I got to play your song. I got to play my song here. I appreciate that so much. I really do. Oops, wrong thing. Woo!
That's why they do like 20-minute videos. They have a set upload schedule. Their topics are like, that's super. And they do great.
Thank you so much for that. So what big creators that don't go live don't get, I wouldn't think, is they don't get super chats and stuff, but they make a lot of money off of their the AdSense. But if I'm in here and I've got 132 people watching, they might have 132,000 views or 1,000,000 views on something, and so they're going to get.
Well, and another thing that's really crazy too that people don't realize is there's million sub channels that will randomly go live, and they get like 100, 200 people in their live streams. There are some that will get 40,000, but there are big channels, like huge channels, because their subs and their audience are not used to live streams from them. They get a very small rewatch on their lives, but their upload content is hundreds of thousands of views.
Money from that, but we're
It's
talking about
weird.
a few hundred people coming in here. Maybe
The way people can engage in videos and in live streams is completely different oftentimes, and sometimes people cannot transition. They're really good behind videos, or they're really good at engaging an audience.
or maybe not watching the video. I mean the commercials. You just get, it's pennies, 9 cents for somebody to watch a video.
Well,
And I'll be honest, I think it's harder to engage an audience in a video with no interaction with the chat. There's a creator that I absolutely love. I'll have to share her with you guys. She's a true crime creator who does like older cold cases, unheard of cases, mysteries. And the way she tells a story is impeccable. She doesn't do live streams, but you feel like you're engaging with her the entire time. She is just fabulous.
live stream. Okay, so too, you got to think there's a little difference. Me and Allie was talking about this the other day. When you do a live stream, people are going to catch the replay, but 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be that many. Like the bulk of what the views you're going to have on that live stream are what you end with. I've only recently seen people coming and watching the replays here lately, and I just think because that's a trending case that I'm doing. But just on normal everyday live streams, since I've started being a creator, the bulk of it's when you're live, and then you will get some after that, but it's not going to be.
That's not true. Depending on the content and the length of the video, the rewatch can be pretty decent.
Very many. And after a pre-recorded video, the watch time on that's way different and way, way, way higher, like Barb said. So yeah, but you're talking, these people has got what, 25,000?
Same, Janice in accounting, same. I would love to see the Kylie Rodney videos that people were pushing back on her for. I would love to see them. If anybody knows where anybody did coverage of, please. I would love to see that truly, because I've heard so many stories, but I've never seen a video.
Views on a video. I've never had that.
Yeah. And that's what I think, because I don't think they're getting that from. And also another thing about pre-recorded.
Well, I can't say shit about length of video, OG, because I just did a 12-hour marathon the other day myself.
It is, people will skip over those. I mean, I don't know that. Excuse me, I do this, and somebody's got a pre-recorded, and somebody else.
It was painful, truly, but I'm glad I did it. I was stunned by how chaotic a month was.
Want to watch this live, then I'm going to watch the live so I can watch it live, and I'll go back to the pre-recorded, and I may or may not get back to it because I may not, it may not pass through again. And so it's all dependent upon what people like and what they're doing. Because I have times I'd rather watch a live stream, and I have times I would rather watch a pre-recorded that's longer so that I can do what I'm doing and just listen, that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's how they make money, is off of advertising. We just don't get.
There's often times when I can't participate in a chat, so I'll pop in for a few minutes and leave, and I'll go watch or listen to something pre-recorded. Some of the channels that not even anywhere in these vicinities, like seriously, buffalo ranching. I watch it all the time. I've become obsessed with this channel. Or tiny house building, or there's a channel that it's a solo woman and a dog that off-grid live. I'm the same with her. I absolutely will find pre-records at times more beneficial than I do live content.
Yeah, YouTube Premium is awesome. We just don't get you just don't get a whole lot of money for that. That's what I'm saying. Nonsense for nonsense.
Yep. Hey, David Gammon.
That marathon was crazy. I will be honest. I'm glad of how it all laid out. It worked itself through. People are like, oh my God, she's obsessed. No, if they followed along with what I did, you notice that in every stream, I typed the same exact keywords in the transcript. I built the timeline day by day. This is just by her own words. This is what happened. It fell together because her words, not mine. People are so angry about that timeline. And I'm like, I didn't do anything besides lay her words out in a month fashion with cutting out a shit ton of stuff. That was her words. Like, people are very upset about that. And I'm like, what? This is what's actually happening.
The good Juju asked the question. I think that's another thing too about the cash YouTube taking that, YouTube takes their.
Oh, and when I say people are upset, BJ's crew are very upset about that timeline. They are very upset about that timeline that I did. Don't get it twisted of who I'm saying. Oh my God, obsessed. Name names nonsense. That's what BJ said the other day. I am. It's you. It's your words. Don't be upset at me. I just put it all in an easy to digest 18 hours. We took 42 live streams down to 18 hours. A month of your behavior back to back. Shit you say you're proud of, right? You don't do anything wrong on this app. Then why are you so bothered by it?
Not only do they take 33% or a little more, I think it's 35%.
Actually,
But
it's 45.
yeah, I just recently found that out that they take the taxes off the top as well. So
It's not 45%, and the taxes are what?
they almost, like Barb just got that $10 super chat. She's going to get a little over half of that. So Barb probably just got about $6 or $7 of that.
And I'm grateful for it.
Yes, and it's not nothing like that. But my whole point is like, so yeah, that's why you see many times me or some
Listen to this.
other creators will drop their PayPal or Cash App because, if you then the creator would get the full amount that way. But it
Isn't that like pushing people to hit your links instead of donate through the platform that allows us to stream on it? Isn't that?
I learned my lesson the hard way. I don't say I prefer that because I don't want to come off ungrateful. But yeah, I mean,
oh, she learned the hard way, huh? Huh.
it's not
I want to listen to this again.
nothing like that. But my whole point is like, so yeah, that's why you see many times me or some other creators will drop their PayPal or Cash App because, if you then the creator would get the full amount that way. But
Crispy Tree, I bought the license for my intro song for like the first year, and then I went, wait a second, I can do revenue sharing with the artist. That's how independent artists make money. And I was like, that is so selfish of me to buy a fucking license to use. It was like $15 a month. But I can share that revenue with the actual artist instead of a third party. So I started just revenue sharing everything. You're right. The house, like, I just thought about that. Like, artists, their work, I'm not paying a third party. I'll just revenue share with them. You always pay the house.
I learned my lesson the hard way. I don't say I prefer that because I don't want to come off ungrateful. But yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? I want to get the full amount versus half of it.
I could go through and like completely take the copyright off of everyone. It's pennies on the dollars that they make. But every time I play that intro, they get a portion of whatever ad revenue I make. That's cool. But it didn't even dawn on me. I was paying a third party for a while and I was like, that's really shitty. No, I'm just going to use it off of here.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, but at the same time, I think if you bypass that too many times, I think some of that might be what happened to NC because we have a free platform because YouTube allows that. And then when you get monetized, they take a big chunk of that. But we still have this free platform and the platform's worth a mint because you can't jump over to
I've heard there's actually a few artists that do revenue sharing, like bigger artists. Most of it's like independent ones. But I've heard there is some bigger artists that do revenue sharing too. I don't know who they are, but
Fetch
it'd be
or somewhere and have the
It's
same amount of
worth it.
people seeing your content. It's not that we just have this free place to go make videos. It's a
those big artists make a shit ton usually on tours, but those independent artists, like,
platform with YouTube is feeding people to us at all times, whether we get them or retain them or whether they click on our videos, up to them. But you're not going to get that.
I agree with Barb here too.
I mean, it's huge. You're not going to get that if you go on your own website and go live or something. You're going to,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So we're paying them because we're monetized. We're paying YouTube now.
Yeah, Barb makes sense.
And to me, I just can't argue with how much they keep or how much I get or any of that. To me, that's just what I make. I'm not going to.
It's a platform to do that. Right.
And I'm not going to bypass it a lot because I just feel like that is maybe why, you know, I know it's one reason people get mad at Natasha because she's constantly asking for money in these PayPal pools. And no, she's not monetized now because
Listen up.
they keep taking her down for that. That's how they get her.
You know how we've heard so many times this one's never gone real life on anyone in her life? I just want to make note of this. November 29th, 2022.
What would it be different if she just didn't do that? I mean, now it's too late now. She's getting deep, you know, they're taking it from her all the time, but
I don't know. I
OG, what did I do? What stream was it?
think it is a collective, a few different things she was doing. You cannot tell me that those makeup sales were allowed on YouTube, because I know they have.
Oh my gosh. Lady Canine, that is a really sweet comment. Seriously. I didn't mean to take it down. I really appreciate that. But I really appreciate the rate at which I've grown. Because some of you have been here with me from day one. There's quite a few people that have been here from day one. And consistency is what I've been able to build on. Granted, you don't know when I'm going to go live, how long it's going to be. But there's always a few things people can count on. And it's usually clips from their own words or things like this. That, to me, it's my community service, because this is a problem, a growing trend. BJ is just one of a growing trend. She is extremely problematic because this isn't the first family or situation she's gotten involved in and end up turning it. I mean, it's a fucking mindfuck, truly. But she started this off by exploiting victims and their families, and she is defending her right to be able to do that and call it a career, kicking people at their worst time. She and a whole bunch of others. If I had the capacity of covering 30 of these people at the same time, I would. I did run through about 100 different characters over the last year of people like this. But they are all so independently problematic, it's impossible to keep up with everybody, to do it justice. And when I say justice, I mean, I'm not speaking for her. I'm letting her speak. She can be mad all she wants. But I'm not creating the chaos in her life. She is doing that herself. And has been way before I ever knew who she was and when she was good with Granny.
Have a policy where if
at some point in time you need to self-reflect and realize it's a you problem. People are highlighting it, but you're mad at me over highlighting your words. I'm not twisting those words. These are things you're saying. I didn't say, Craig said, I think they're both chomos. Craig said that. I didn't just make that up. There's clips of that. So when people are in chats repeating what I've said, maybe include the context of what it said and why. Because things like this, hold on, let me get here. Let's see. It's the 107. Right here.
He's alive. You nasty motherfucker. Big fat gorilla bitch. Fucking
big fat gorilla bitch. Wait. What was that?
Easy content and easy money.
No, it feeds their hate.
Yep.
They're all feeding on hate. That's what it really is. It's not even about the money. It's about diverting the hate for themselves when they look in the mirror.
So is that why Brittany covers the cases that she does the way she does? Is it about diverting hate for other humans?
At themselves. You know what I mean?
The vitriol she spews over these individuals' worst moments?
My bald head and my toothless ass. Let me go hate on some pretty people that have a fucking decent life. You nasty motherfucker. Big fat gorilla bitch fucking hating on somebody who's smiling and happy.
So mean.
I'm like, I think they're chobos.
Calling little
I think
mean.
they're both
Oh, huh. I just made that up. Huh? Let's go back to 2022.
You do any type of sale, you have
The only thing she's been fighting for this entire time, the reason why she fights criticism so bad is because she's fighting for the right to exploit families going through their worst tragedies. Think about that. She's fighting for the right, her and others, to exploit victims at their worst moments. And with the most disrespect, lack of dignity, she and people like Bullhorn Betty think it's their right, their freedom of speech, because these people are having tragedies. They can blast it all over the internet, right? They can put up the victims, the missing child, the victim, his home, and blast it all over the internet. It's Zillow pictures, right? But when the same is done to you, which I don't even agree with, I don't agree with you doing it to victims. I didn't agree with it being done to you. I didn't do it. You want to say you can sue somebody over it. I want people to remember that, because that was something she claimed was one of her reasons, the main reason, her final fucking straw with Granny, was because Granny showed her ditch. Well, what about doing a complete walkthrough of the inside of your home when you're still living in the home because your child went missing from that home? Oh, because they're going through their worst time. They can be re-victimized because you're nosy. You think you deserve answers. But if somebody does it back to you, it's we're fucking jealous. And it's actionable in the courts. Or it's not, but you claimed that. And you forget that in 2022, you were in this video when you and Granny were still on good terms, saying that your address was fucked up. People were targeting your children. And in 2024, you had the audacity to make these same claims and blame Granny for it. Your reputation being harmed. When you had your own harm to your reputation back in 2022.
to verbally state and put it in your description that YouTube has no affiliation with that sale, because they don't want
These people disgust me.
to be liable for anything. She never did that. Not only that, she's auctioning all name brand.
And you know what the fucking shitty thing is? If I had the mental capacity of following independently, like multiple cases at once, if I had the brain capacity, the Karen Reed case, there's so many different tragedies that these communities form around, and there's creators like her doing the same thing to each and every one of those victims' families. It is mind-blowing. I have not heard anybody that Duchess has ever interacted with, people that have came on and told their own stories, that haven't been attacked by social media. It is a growing trend, and people are horrific to these families going through tragedies. Tyler Doyle's family. Oh my gosh, I'm going to forget his name, Duchess. What's the gentleman in Canada's name? Look at Scott Spivey
items that
and what his sister is fighting for. It's just unreal what these families go through because of social media.
I don't know how I think the makeup sales was a huge thing, and the PayPal pools. And I don't know how PayPal.
Alrighty here. This clip is also probably important because when people continue to say, she says she's never gone real life and she hasn't. Well, listen up.
The PayPal pools. And I don't know how PayPal. And I'm sorry to my subscriber because they probably don't know who she is.
Yeah.
Trust me, you ain't missing out on anything. But the PayPal pools, that's for people that need help. And she just completely abuses that what do you call it? She abuses that service. And we called. I'm not even gonna lie. I called with some people that were my friends at the time.
Come the fuck again? You called and reported someone's PayPal?
Because they probably don't know who she is.
Yeah.
Trust me, you ain't missing out on anything. But the PayPal pools.
Doesn't that classify as what Brittany would call going real life is?
That's for people that need help. And she just completely abuses that what do you call it? She abuses that service. And we called. I'm not even gonna lie. I called with some people that were my friends at the time back in the day, and we reported her for abusing the system. And because we read the terms and policies on it, and it stated.
I just want to mark note of this 10337.
If you've had a record or you've been convicted of theft or fraud of any sense, you are not allowed to have a PayPal pool in your name, nor is anyone else allowed to have one for you. And we told PayPal what her charges was, and they said, yeah, she's not allowed to have one. But they never stopped it.
Well, now
They
it's
said
Did she just admit to reporting someone's PayPal pool? Pretty sure that's what I heard. You tell me. Is that what you heard in the comments?
twice, supposedly.
I don't believe it ever stopped. I think she said that to garner sympathy and money. That's just my opinion.
You remember that Zolly that came over here and did some videos about people, and she did a video about Natasha that time that she said her YouTube channel went down?
Yeah.
And came back up while she was still alive.
Do we want to play that one more time just for shits and giggles? I think we should. Let's just take it back a minute and a half. I think you guys could spare the extra 2 minutes, right? Let's hear that again.
PayPal pools, that's for people that need help. And she just completely abuses that what do you call it? She abuses that service.
From my understanding, they're discussing Natasha.
And we called. I'm not even gonna lie. I called with some people that were my friends at the time back in the day, and we reported her for abusing the system. And because we read the terms and policies on it, and it stated, if you've had a record or you've been convicted of theft or fraud of any sense, you are not allowed to have a PayPal pool in your name, nor is anyone else allowed to have one for you. And we told PayPal what her charges was, and they said, yeah, she's not allowed to have one. But they never stopped it.
Well, now it's been stopped twice, supposedly.
I don't believe it ever stopped. I think she's.
Well, I'll be darned. November 29th, 2022.
Said that to garner sympathy and money. That's just my opinion.
You remember that Zolly that came over here and did some videos about people, and she did a video about Natasha that time that she said her YouTube.
This is the scoop with Barb. The mods are dropping her link. She was in here earlier and gave us permission to watch this, thankfully.
Channel went down.
Yeah.
Came back up while she was still alive, and she had made a bunch of money during it and everything. So, you know, that's always in the back of my mind.
That's what I thought, Tangled.
About her, because did it really happen? Because how do you lose your paper?
I mean, to me, that's pretty obvious that's what she would have said about it, I think.
PayPal, your rights to use PayPal, and then you're back with PayPal a few days later. I don't.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You see why this one is titled Monday Mystery of the History? That's what I was feeling. It's asked backwards for a reason, because I was like, whoa, this is fucking stunning.
I don't think it ever happened. Hey, Lucy, good to see you. I don't think it ever happened. I think she did that the same way she said her channel was taken down, and it really wasn't.
Hey, Kay.
She did pretend it was down. Wow.
See,
Well,
that's
you know what, Brittany, I'm grateful that I don't have that desire to bring in money all the time like that. I mean, I'm not dependent upon YouTube for my, for my food and bills and everything. I mean,
right. Well, do you remember when I had that fundraiser, Help Over the Summer or something was what it was called? Oh my God, she went live.
Wait, not her admitting to having a fundraiser named Help Over the Summer. Oh, Lord bless it. Things that make you go,
Right?
I thought there was a discrepancy about all these fundraisers that she hadn't had not long ago.
Well, do you remember when I had that fundraiser, Help Over the Summer or something was what it was called? Oh my God, she went live and she said, and this was another, to answer your question from earlier. Now, this one bothered me, and it my pride was hurt from this one, and it did kind of embarrass the shit out of me. Probably, excuse my French, probably one of the more embarrassing times for me on YouTube. For those of you that don't know, over the summer I had a fundraiser, and it was just like for a little help, because at the time I was having it a little rough, and I just did a fundraiser and asked for, a little extra help, because I know the kids were going to be home and I was going to need, my grocery bill was going up, blah, blah, blah. So I did a fundraiser, and Natasha goes live.
You guys, isn't this, when I heard this, I was just like, wow, what the fuck?
And the thumbnail is a man holding a cardboard sign that said, I will stream for food. And she shamed me so hard for it because I was honest. Unlike her, I was honest with my subs and told them I was struggling. She went live, talked about how my kids needed food and that she was going to be the bigger person because my babies needed to eat. And she donated.
You just talked about how you and your friends reported her PayPal pool. Obviously, you guys were engaged in a back and forth, shit talking each other. But you guys obviously were going back and forth, kind of
did $100
similar.
To shame me, and then did a whole live stream about me and how basically she would never, you couldn't pay her $1 million to come on this platform and ask for essentials, for help with essentials.
She was talking about.
I just want to make note again. Moo BJ claims it's her career to exploit tragedies for profit. Meanwhile, has been doing this. Like, I just don't get lost in what she truly does. She's just mixing it up with other cases and keeping drama. She's doing it again and again.
GW having essentials on her Amazon wish list too.
I cannot.
Oh, look, listen, she's going to take up for Jess. This is important.
They did $100 to me to shame me, and then did a whole live stream about me and how basically she would never, you couldn't pay her $1 million to come on this platform and ask for essentials, for help with essentials.
No, I don't think
she did. She was talking about GW having essentials on her Amazon wish list too.
I could not believe it. And then a few months later, guess what? She had a fundraiser. She was boohooing and crying on her channel about how this was her income, and she depended on this to feed her family and to
the irony of all of this,
to pay her bills and help take care of her kids. I couldn't. Oh God, it made me so mad. I said, "How is that not essential?"
Hey, Brittany, somebody's asking why you don't cam up here, so I'm just gonna.
Are you guys hearing what I'm hearing? Do you hear what I hear? What in the fuck?
Let you answer that. It's on the screen there.
I do not cam up because of how vicious this community is. And if you don't know what happened to Granny's watching,
Come again? Come again? Whose name did you just say right there? Let's hear that again.
Let you answer that. It's on the screen there.
I do not cam up because of how vicious this community is.
Oh, Barb, stop.
And if you don't know what happened to Granny's watching, that's a good example why. I've never seen people in the trauma community are so vicious that they'll wait till you sneeze or you cough and they'll do a still shot of you and post your picture
Well, the fucking irony of that.
to the background. That reason, and I have 2 small kids,
Row to row. That's what I fucking said too.
one who's on the spectrum, and I refuse to be on panel and risk them ever running behind me and being seen on camera. So it's safe that I stay off of camera.
2022, November 29th, 2022 is the date of this. A couple months later, the accidental upload.
But I have thought about maybe when they're at school one day going live on members only and camming up that way. But maybe we'll see. Okay, like I am very confident with myself.
But whose avatar picture were you using? Again, I think you could be cute if you had a different personality, if I'm being honest. You have a shit ass personality and are completely manipulative. So yeah, I think you're ugly on the outside too. I usually don't give a fuck about people's looks though, if I'm being honest. You're just a shit, ugly ass person. But who the fuck is on the avatar? Because that is not you. Yes, me and the AI avatar don't look anything the same. Because I had a shit ton of makeup on and my hair had streaks in it. And Duchess touched me up. But it's me. Everybody, I go on camera as me. Soon as I was doxxed, I turned my camera on with my hair on top of my head looking like shit. It's always been me. You hide. You hide.
Ashamed of the way I look. I just don't feel like making a face and somebody screenshotting it and blasting me for an hour.
Yeah, and you can catch some, doing
The hair's on top of my head once again, looking like a whole hot mess. Same look, different day.
screens. I mean, because I've done them on myself, and I'm like, whoa, that's a, But yeah, if I had my children walking around, I wouldn't either.
It is me.
Yeah, maybe if you just go live when they're not home sometime, just because personally for me, it's helpful.
It's a individualized education plan. An IEP stands, well, actually, did I say that wrong? I probably did. It's a plan for the school. An IEP helps with individual, individual and independent. Some I knew that was going to be because I've heard them referred to both ways, even by the teachers that do them. It's so funny. But it helps anybody with a learning disability. You can have, a 504. So we have 2 different plans in the United States. We have a 504 that helps with like medical issues. If a child has medical issues, a 504 plan will carry them all through school, elementary, middle, high school, college. It's transferable. And you update it with medical conditions. An IEP is for academic purposes. It's to help an individual excel the best way they need. So if they have anxiety, behavioral issues, autism, there's many different varieties of why you can have an IEP. There's a bunch of different qualifications, a speech, a hearing, many, like anything can qualify. Behavioral issues, anxiety, like anything like that. They try to make accommodations for the student so they can learn at the best rate for them. So they offer accommodations like extra testing time or a quiet room, or depending on the level. ADHD is another one. Yep. Sorry, long explanation, but that's just kind of a little once over.
I go on camera because
They are updated every year with the school as they go through the school, as long as they're needed. Like I said, there's a variety of different qualifications to meet that. They do testing. You can require, if somebody, a parent asks for an evaluation for an IEP, due to laws in place, the school has X amount of days. But currently, a lot of that is changing. There's a lot of stuff that is changing. Funding is being cut. States, like, it is currently a crisis with our. You did?
Yeah.
Seriously?
No, baby.
Oh no, that's not good. Where, like, how big of a baby? From where?
Right here.
Oh shit. Get the black light out. Oh, sorry. Kyle just smushed a scorpion.
I feel like I'm more personable that way. And
Us and these freaking bugs around here, man. I'm over it. Will you put the dogs in the house and shut the light off for a minute? I'll black light while I'm streaming.
What?
I just need the light off. Hank, go with Dad. I'm going to black light you before you go in. He's good. He doesn't have any clings. They cling to dogs' fur, like cats and dogs. Scorpions will use their little grips and cling to the fur and the coats of animals. Okay, you guys are going to listen to this while I scorpion hunt for a minute.
that's just how I want to do it. I started out this way, so there wasn't any,
Kyle and the
well,
animals
you know,
inside.
what do you look like or any of that. So, you know,
No,
it helps me to do it that way. But
I have cammed up before, you guys. Like, it's
Oh,
not like
that's
this is a
scorpion.
big mystery and I haven't been seen.
Huh.
I used to go on Melissa Jade's panel all the time. And there's actually a few of her earlier live streams where I was on camera multiple times.
Sunset gazing, make shorter videos out of your lives. Yeah, there is a way. Brittany, do you know about that? Where we can, on your phone, you can create from a live stream into a short, and then it will send them back to your live stream.
Really?
So if if somebody says something like, or you just, just a moment that you want to pull out of that, it's just a real simple thing on your phone to do. You don't know about it? I think the only reason I did it one time with one of my live streams, and then I used that thumbnail, the same thumbnail, and I think that's.
We are scorpion free. He did get one though.
Yeah. So you get.
You got one. It did glow.
Did it?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
But there's nothing on that side over on that wall. Sorry, you guys. I was having to protect Kyle really quick. I am the Orkin woman around here, so I am still scorpion hunting.
Not a good idea, because then people might not realize, so I'm not as savvy on my phone, but I'm not sure exactly what Sunset Gazing was talking about, but there are people who like the shorts, and I saw where, I don't know if Juror's still in here, but she's been doing a lot of shorts on the Delphi case, and I think she's getting a lot of views and stuff on those. And YouTube is pushing shorts. I know you know that. And so I haven't had a lot of luck with them, but I do want to try to do more. And maybe there'll be something in here that I'll pull up.
The neighbor's pool pump. I just have to tell you guys this. You might not have very good audio because I'm away from the router. I'm back on the other side of the house. But and I'm carrying you guys with me. The pool pump at the neighbor's house sounds like an alien. And every time Hank walks over here and it goes off, the hair on the back of his head stands up. It's hysterical. It just sounds like, and he just freaks out.
To share and do that and just see if it gets any traction. But it is something to think about.
I'm making a hypocrite out of myself because I said I wasn't going to do this. But since you mentioned it, Sunset Gazing, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Now watch somebody else start doing this crap. Watch what I'm telling you. Remember this, Barb. I am going to start. I've been talking to Shay Benet about it. Probably this week sometime. When I'm doing a case, whatever case I'm doing, I'm going to make a short on it where I basically highlight, what
Oh man, I just saw who got here. So this is a live stream from November 29th, 2022. This is the scoop with Barb. This was a live stream panel that BJ was on. He's so funny. Hey, that Michelle. This is a live stream that BJ was on, and it is mind blowing, the things she said, that somehow in 2024 end up in a court document claiming that Granny was responsible for all these things. Meanwhile, she was taken up for Granny in this stream and claiming that all of these things had already been done to her. Admits to calling and reporting a creator to PayPal. Her and her friends called and reported a creator that she was going back and forth with to PayPal for PayPal pools. Hey, NorCal. And a whole lot of other shit. It's quite interesting. But this is the scoop with Barb. She was in here earlier. She stopped by. She does not support BJ any longer at all. And she seems very nice. I'm sure there's a lot of history with a lot of people. I don't know all of it, but she was very kind tonight.
happened on the short, and it's going to be basically an advertisement. And I'm going to say, if you want to know more about this case, then check out.
And I'm forgetting a whole lot of other shit that we've heard her admit to in this one so far. So the chat, I'm sure, will fill you in on other things that they've caught too, because it's mind blowing and shocking, because I didn't even know who the fuck she was when she was claiming all these very things. Oh, threats of CPS. That's right. Threats of CPS. And if she would have known how this internet worked, she would have said that she had nephews, not children. She said nephews, not nieces and nephews, nephews.
My live stream on blah, blah, blah day. So I am going to start doing shorts, but it's going to be like a short synopsis of
The mods have been dropping Barb's link in here too, if you're interested in summing up.
whatever case I'm covering at that time.
Are you going to do actual, because it's confusing to me.
Oh, Crispy, yes. Yeah, she's gone on and saying, Kyle says you're consumed. You're consumed. And in this one, she admits that she was consumed. It's just quite funny.
Because I do short videos, but they're not shorts.
Hey,
Are you
Rosa.
talking about actual shorts?
Yes, like what Jura does.
Oh, shit. Good evening, Cooters. Thank you, Jay. Don't kick me in the shins. I had to distract my mind. I've been sitting watching Bella all day, and my mind needed to go somewhere. And thankfully, somebody had sent this to me earlier. If you guys are just getting here, thank you, Jay, for sending everybody over. I appreciate it. Please do yourselves a favor. I normally don't say this, but rewind and watch this later if you have a chance. There are some very, very ironic statements throughout this whole live stream.
Yeah.
And if you're still here, your short on the Idaho 4 is amazing. I watched it this.
And the woman that BJ is on panel with is the scoop with Barb. The mods are dropping her link. She does different type of content these days and hasn't been for a little while. She stopped in earlier in the stream.
Morning, which I did. I commented on it, but Jura and I are going to talk about Idaho 4 tomorrow, I think. Sorry.
Jay, this is fucking insane.
Sorry, not trying to.
November 29th, 2022 is the date of this live stream.
Plug on Barb's channel, but.
No, that's fine. No, you're fine. And we've been, I noticed the mods have been dropping the links.
Tattoos. If you have any of the Kylie Rodney streams, I am very interested in those. I would like to see how she treated Kylie Rodney's mom. I've heard stories, but never seen any videos. I would very much be interested, because that's what my main issue is with her, is she does these things. Oh, by the way, she was going to need a new computer because she was Google earthing crime scenes. She probably admitted that too. Meanwhile, she wants to put victims and their families' homes out here, but yet she says that was her final straw when her ditch was put on the internet. Meanwhile, she does walkthroughs of Zillow homes of missing children with no problem. The irony of shit like this. The irony that she says that her reputation was harmed by Granny court filings in 2024. Meanwhile, she claimed in this one in 2022 that the same thing. Shocking of shit. Not.
And Brittany and I are going to do a case together one of these days when one hits that we're both interested in.
Oh,
before
I'm
she-
so ready to do true crime with Barb. That's gonna be fun.
I got to grab one before it get. I want to grab one before everybody else is covering it, and you and I can start covering it, and then watch all the people come over, and we can say, "Well, you're just following us."
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I think I
Comment pinned on the screen. What happened to Granny? You know, Granny is the end all be all horrible person.
was the first channel, and I may not be, but from what everybody says, that started calling the Idaho.
My mouth hit the fucking floor hearing this. My mouth hit the fucking floor. You don't even know.
I may not be, but from what everybody says, that started calling the Idaho.
calling
Killing
the Idaho 4.
The Idaho 4, yeah.
Did you hear what she just claimed right there? Flo, I'm kind of like a boil. I do tend to boil underneath the skin for a while. You guys made me like you too. Uh-oh. Hank says no. He's got to squeak his bone across the cement. That was like forks on a chalkboard. Oh my God. Hank, I'm glad you guys are here. I have said the same thing. I was like, I'm glad I actually started partaking with some of these people.
Another thing Texas Angel just pointed out, there is you don't make any money off of shorts right now, but I think it's in January.
You want me to play that again? Yeah, no, she fucking claims that she was the first. Yeah, listen again. I'll play it again.
And I may not be, but from what everybody says, that started calling the Idaho.
Oh, I didn't go back far enough. Hold on, let's get the full fucking thing in there so nobody can twist it.
That's gonna be fun.
I gotta grab one before it get. I want to grab one before everybody else is covering it, and you and I can start covering it, and then watch all the people come over, and we can say, "Well, you're just following us."
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I was the first channel, and I may not be, but from what everybody says, that started calling the Idaho.
calling the Idaho 4.
The Idaho 4, yeah.
Duchess, I can do that right quick. Hold on. Let me switch it around here. For those of you just coming in, this is something that we were laughing at because I've played this clip so many times that some of us know it by heart, basically because it's her cussing me out. But listen to this. This is just funny.
A newfound respect for YouTube creators, because for so long I was like, oh my God, that would be so easy to do, put out videos, go live. All you got to do is go live and talk. Like that was the perception that I had until now. I'm on the other side and I realize, oh my God, this consumes me. I literally, y'all, there's so much time.
Wait a second. Hold on. Let's switch
around. I would be embarrassed. I would be, what was the term that he used? Nonsense's own husband says that she is, what was the word? Oh my God, I'm so upset I can't even remember the freaking word. Oh, this consumes her. That should tell you all you need to know. This fucking consumes her. I would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed. Do you realize that he just admitted that you are obsessed with the drama so much so that it consumes you? And I freaking believe it.
Hold on.
Because for so long I was like, oh my God, that would be so easy to do, put out videos, go live. All you got to do is go live and talk. Like that was the perception that I had until now. I'm on the other side, and I realize, oh my God, this consumes me. I literally,
Look at
it
this
takes
bug.
y'all. There's so much
Wait,
time,
look at this bug.
especially when you're doing content lives. You know, when you prepare for them, Barbara. You know, you have to.
Hold on, you guys. We had a bug incoming. But yeah, that isn't that ironic right there? Hold on. We got Jurassic. Tonight's bug is a little black beetle the size of a penny. This one is probably carrying 2 gigabyte cameras in its eyes. This is the Rogue Intelligence Agency's satellite imagery. Brought to you by Jurassic Park style bugs that are now underneath my foot.
Australia's got us beat.
It was a Palo Verde beetle, a carpenter bee, now a little black bug. Okay, carry on with the show. Just wanted to share with you tonight's Rogue Intelligence Agent. Somebody, I think I'm going to have to call Interpol.
Interpol?
The aliens have evaded.
What the hell's Interpol gonna do?
Nothing.
They're on the other side of the pond.
I know. I didn't know who else to call. I guess I could be like BJ and say I was calling the FBI because they're not drones, they're bugs.
Prepare.
I'm scared and all that shit, right? Isn't that what I'm supposed to say?
Yep.
Anyways, back to this.
Another thing Texas Angel just pointed out, there is see, you don't make any money off of shorts right now, but I think it's in January. They're starting where you can actually get paid for shorts.
And if you guys don't understand, every time I'm out here at night, we've had these like crazy bugs. Last time Kyle chucked a water bottle at my head instead of the bug. He almost took me out as he's screaming.
I damn near got the bug.
He just killed a little bark scorpion, which are the most poisonous. The smaller, the worse. And so we went scorpion hunting a little while back in here. Thankfully, that was the only one. But bark scorpions are deadly and they are poisonous. And it's not something we mess with. So we were scorpion hunting a little while ago too. Bugs are a thing in Arizona. Don't move to Arizona if you don't like bugs.
Yeah, they're going to start monetizing them.
Came out in our
I didn't show anything though. You guys just got to walk around with me and hear me breathe heavy.
creator stuff we get. So it is,
They actually bark.
they're really
No, but they carried their babies on their back. It's the craziest thing you'll ever see.
pushing it. They're pushing it in the algorithm. So I'm going to hop in there. I'm going to start. I got to get back into that.
Kyle instantaneously took the dogs inside after he squished the one. Yeah, he was not. He's okay with being inside behind a glass door and letting me go loose with the flashlight. He is not pest control. I am the Orkin woman.
No,
He's the
Jim,
Michelin man.
Jim, that's a terrible idea because I'll break everything around except for the bug.
That is true. He just starts. Kyle doesn't even think. He just starts chucking shit. And if you're in the vicinity of the bug, you're getting something thrown at you. It doesn't matter. His natural reaction is just pick shit up and throw it. I don't know where it comes from, but you need a fucking helmet. That's all I know is because shit just goes flying. It doesn't matter. Then the shoe comes off. Everything just goes in the air and he's screaming. I've got him on video the one time with the scorpion and you're like, ah.
Yeah, no, they're not.
It's not even a joke.
They're not real. They're fucking aliens.
I have to protect him. I've
They
saved his
glow
life.
in the dark.
I've saved his life quite a few times. And barely spared my own with shit flying at my head when I'm trying to get rid of the bug.
Making a mental note, make some shorts, Barb. Because I started out making dumb shorts like my.
This is a true reality of my life too. People think we're kidding. No, it's reality. And then there's Hank, who's right underfoot, and I'm like trying to do stuff. He's over there the other night fucking with one on the brick fence. And I'm like, oh my God, they're usually okay with bigger animals, but they can still have a reaction. And within a month, the first time Kyle left after we got Hank got in a fight with a wasp or a bee. And he had to be rushed to the emergency vet because his face blew up. He looked so cute with a puffy face, but it scared the shit out of me. He was like having anaphylactic. Poor guy, but he likes to fight him. There's not much common sense up there with Hank.
Turtle that's out in my garden and, just saying stupid stuff. And the most I've gotten on any of the shorts was like 3,000, which is still a lot of views, but I haven't. You could have one though. You could have one hit. Like you could make a short and it could just go crazy
Oh, she's out
and
like
hit. And
That's what Ollie was saying. And you do TikTok? You should consider
I
TikTok.
don't do TikTok, but this morning there's a publication called the Arkansas Times.
So in 2022, she's telling people they should do TikTok, and you just started in 2025. That's interesting.
And they had a video this morning. It's a short little video, but this restaurant that I used to go to a lot, it's a Mexican restaurant. It's not fancy.
Oh yes, good, great clarification there. Hank is a dog, not a child.
Fancy or anything. They've got robots now
Hey,
that
Pinky.
actually, they don't look like these robots. Like we covered that the other day on my channel.
Fiddle Dee Dee, one of your comments was pinned in this live from 2022.
They don't look like those robots, but they're
Deanna.
that they help the wait staff. But the wait staff apparently isn't all that keen on them. So I may use that clip and do something with it because
every time.
It
See, that bothers me.
Every freaking time.
That really bothers me.
What?
Because the robots, because that's just a sign of like AI's taking our jobs.
Yeah. Well, they've got these this helping the wait staff with the food and everything, bringing the food out. I'll show y'all. I'll just make a little short, not a short. See, that's what it bothers me because I make.
Somebody could turn this into a short if you wanted to.
And I'm not going to bypass it a lot because
this is the same live stream just a little bit earlier, what we had listened to. You guys might want to hear this.
Because I just feel like that is maybe why, I know it's one reason people get mad at Natasha because she's constantly asking for money in these PayPal.
Yeah, we'll go back to the job part in a minute. But I just wanted to throw this in here too, just a reminder of who this is.
Pools. And no, she's not monetized now because they keep taking her down for that. That's how they get her. What would it be different if she just didn't do that? It's too late now. She's getting.
You don't need to eat that.
They're taking it from her all the time. But
I don't know. I think it is a collective, a few different things she was doing. You cannot tell me that those makeup sales were allowed.
But we absolutely have the best sunsets. I will say sunsets and sunrises are incredible
on YouTube, because I know they have a policy where if you do,
and thank you for being a member. Sorry. Thank you.
Do any type of sale, you have to verbally state and put it in your description that YouTube has no affiliation with that sale, because they don't want to be liable for anything. She never did that. Not only that, she's auctioning off name brand items that I don't know how I think the makeup sales was a huge thing, and the PayPal pools. And I don't know how PayPal, and I'm sorry to my subscribers.
Oh, pay attention. Right here is a good note. November 29th, 2022.
Subscriber, because they probably don't know who she is.
Yeah.
Trust me, you ain't missing out on anything. But the PayPal pools, that's for people that need help, and she just completely abuses that. What do you call it? She abuses that service.
Are you seeing the chat, Jim?
And we called. I'm not even gonna lie. I called with some people that were my friends at the time, back in the day, and we report.
You did what? You did what? Let's just make sure we hear that fully. Dassadog, DASSA. Okay.
Called with some people that were my friends at the time, back in the day, and we reported her for abusing the system, and because we read the terms and policies on it, and it stated if you've had a record or you've been convicted of theft or fraud of any sense, you are not allowed to have a PayPal pool in your name, nor is anyone else allowed to have one for you.
So in 2022, she called and reported a fellow creator who was having a back and forth with her to PayPal over using the feature of PayPal, such as a PayPal pool. In 2025, she claims she's never gone real life on anybody. But in 2024, she became co-plaintiffs with a man who has been litigated for fraud, adjudicated for fraud. All right. Interesting note.
And we told PayPal what her charges was, and they said, yeah, she's not allowed to have one. But they never stopped it.
Well,
They
now
said
it's been stopped twice, supposedly.
I don't believe it ever stopped.
So does she claim she didn't do this because it was a group of them that collectively did it together?
I think she said that to garner sympathy and money.
And let me guess, the call wasn't made off of her phone, but somebody else on the group call?
That's just my opinion.
You remember that Zolly that came over here and did some videos about people?
Isn't that ironic? I just thought that was a good note to keep in there.
That apparently isn't all that keen on them. So
We'll go back to where we were in this one.
I may use that clip and do something with it because it just
See, that
showed,
bothers me.
huh?
November 29th, 2022. Isn't it ironic?
That really bothers me
What?
because the robots, because that's just a sign of like AI's taking our jobs.
What job? What job? Asking for me.
Yeah. Well, they've got these this
She's over there just chomping down. Just chomping down.
helping the wait staff with the food and everything, bringing the food out.
All I can say is Barb kept her composure through this. Like, she's ignored Barb. She's been dismissive. She's chomping in her freaking ear. She was more interested in the comments than she was when Barb shared a genuine conversation. Like, it's just wild.
show y'all. Maybe I'll just make a little short, not a short. See, that's what it bothers me because I make shorts like 2 to 10 minutes long, or 1 to, sometimes they're all right over a minute, but they're different. They're not the short. But I got to get into that shorts algorithm, so I got to
I'll slow it back down if there's.
start doing that. But yeah, I'm going to do something with that. I don't know Arkansas Times would mind if I use that video. I actually know people there. I actually wrote a cover story for them one time. So I don't want to piss off somebody who, I actually did a little work for once, but don't do synopsis. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do juicy stuff. Like you gotta have a pool in there, right, Brittany?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, drop little breadcrumbs that would make people want to. Because if you're like me, I'm
Like clickbait shorts. Say it ain't so.
nosy. I never done well with TikTok. Like, I don't watch TikTok because it's not. I want details.
The Scoop with Barb.
It's too short for me. So I don't know. I'm hoping maybe that'll attract the nosy people, and they'll want to watch my live stream to get the details.
She did stop in earlier and says she does not support BJ.
Well, and I don't know how that works. If you pull it out, if you do these clips that I'm talking about where it says create, not a clip, but it's a clip, it's a different kind of clip. That will actually show the full video. You can right there on it click to show the full video. So and I think Nikki may be right. I think they may be trying to compete with TikTok.
And you guys, I'm not taking up for the creator that she was on the back and forth with about her reporting. That's not it at all. So please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I know that there was a lot of problematic history there too. And I'm not saying that. I'm saying BJ admits to calling with people to PayPal. Like, I am not in it. I don't know the history, but what I do know is not good. So please don't take that in any way, shape, or form. It's just that she constantly says in 2025 she's never gone in real life. And by her standards, that's absolutely would be what she considers that.
And then Facebook has the Reels. Also, I've done a few Reels over on Facebook, but
and I say standards because it seems to vary out here.
I have like 400 and something friends on Facebook. I don't want a huge Facebook thing, and I don't even hardly go on Facebook now. But
Well, I have Facebook, but only for my Messenger. So I'm pretty stagnant on Facebook. But my Twitter is where it's at. I post on there all the time.
Twitter.
She was super kind when she was in the comments earlier.
Well, I just made a Twitter for my the Scoop with Barb, and so if you go over there, it's and we're following each other. I'm following some true crime people, and then a whole bunch of stuff about.
But whoever BJ reported her, like the Natasha. That's who I'm talking about. Like, I don't know the history there enough to. What I do know is problematic, not Barb. I'm not talking about her.
Arkansas football. So my channel's kind of weird.
This was honestly the first time I've ever seen a stream of Barb, and I was like, I just felt so bad because she's so dismissive to her the entire time, and I was like, she was genuinely trying to hold a conversation
over there, but I don't care. I do try to post it. I'm going to go live when unless I'm talking about just drama, flat out drama.
Well, and
yeah.
Well, I was just thinking too. One more thing I wanted to add into while we were talking about all of the problems we had. Me and Barb should have been friends a long time ago. I feel like we would have hit it off a lot sooner. But some people said I was homophobic, and Barb that was what she was told. So that's another thing. I wanted to say this because, and it's not even about that so much as just in generally, don't always believe what you hear, because a lot of the times it's probably not exactly what's being said, or it's not true at all. Because there's a lot of lies that are spread on this platform.
Yeah, and why would like I watched Brittany, and I liked your channel and everything, and then I was told that you were this homophobic person and all this stuff, and I fell for it. And you've been nothing but nice to me, since we've been talking and everything. I mean, really nice. Like, y'all, she says wonderful things about me on her channel, and drops my link and people subscribe and stuff. I mean, that's really nice. And I mean, I was dropping links for people who came in my chat, and then somebody just turned on me like overnight, and I was like, what? So
That happened a lot too.
That happened to you?
Girl, yes.
So I just quit doing it.
It feels like such a pattern that we're watching. The same thing has happened to so many that got close with Brittany. The same type of fallout, the same type of things. They believe she is one way, and then they find out it's completely like, the things that have come out of her and her spouse's mouth are way too fluid to be occasional occurrences, in my opinion. You don't need to come out. Bella just got off the couch on her own again. She did good too. She's still a little weak, but she's doing good.
Like, no.
I have lost so many friends. I wish Allie was still here. I called her one day and I said, do I have a target on my forehead?
So in 2022, she had already started losing friends. I found that to be another thing that I've heard. I guess for me is I hear all these stories, but I wasn't around for it. So do I believe a lot of it? Absolutely. But then when you find these moments and it's her own words, it's like, well, there it is. There it all is.
I've lost so many friends. I wish Allie was still here. I called her one day and I said, do I have a target on my forehead? Do I? Because is it something that it is crazy. One day people will love you and the next minute they are out for blood.
It's because she wants to make her, Gray Pearl. You know what she was doing though? I mean, I don't even have to explain it to you. I know you get it.
Yes, and I've said
she did that intentionally, absolutely intentional, to make herself, I'm not that way.
It's the people who have said I love you to me who have been the worst.
Oh God,
yeah. And I'm like,
that's something that bothered me the other day. They were basically kind of trying to tell Mal, in my opinion, not to become a mean girl. I've never been a mean girl. Using BJ's own words against her isn't being mean to her. It wasn't picking on her. She decided to take it low. I wasn't going there for a long time. Did I finally? Yeah, absolutely. I've said some things. Do I regret them? No, I don't. Not at all. These are the things that come out of their mouth. She has been doing this to one after another way before I knew who she was. It's about time.
What? I love
her history is documented.
Love you, and the next day they're dragging your ass. I'm like, really? So if I say I love you to somebody, it means way more than.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if somebody goes, I love you, like they love my channel or whatever, it's a little bit different than somebody you're actually talking to going, well, I love you. And then the next day
NorCal, I believe it. There's been so many good people that have left her that she has lost. Elma, great person. There's been a lot of good people. She does definitely have the ability of masking some of this to quite a few people, but it's not even her that really masks it. I think people see some of this from jump, but it's the community. They get attached to each other in the chat. I can see that.
You're being, thanks, WV Holler Girl. The next day, yeah, go Hogs. The next day you're being drugged for something, or, you know, it's just crazy. Again, we just got random, all these personalities, and we're just not going to get along with everybody. But do we have to be cruel about it?
Exactly. Some of the people that I was the closest with have hurt me the most. It's unbelievable. And yeah, whatever happened to just leave it. You know,
Yeah.
if you split with somebody, just leave. I would not, you know, go and I wouldn't. I would just bye, you know.
You wouldn't do what?
I hate that things happen the way they did, but sometimes it happens that way. You go your way and I go mine. Why do
Mhm.
you try to be out here, you know, trying to destroy I don't even know. Like it's bad.
Can't
It's
even
so
leave
bad.
quietly. I mean, just left. I just left this one.
And I don't, because I will never regret showing somebody who thinks it's their fucking career to kick victims and their families at their worst time for who they are. She's done it herself. She doesn't have anybody to thank but herself for the attention she's got. This is just reviewing her statements, what she's been so proud to put out here publicly that she stands on. You would think she'd be glad that I've documented her such amazing history. This is her path to fame, right?
And was being drugged. And I left quietly. You know, I was just like, I'm just going to go away.
Shit, just call me a fan account.
Just, but there are people who don't have anything to do but talk mean about each other. And granted, I've talked some shit about some people, but I also have other things I can talk about. And so if that's all you do 24/7, then that's what you do. And why do I don't want to be there. So you make me your content. Okay. And you've got your people when you're in a chat and somebody's dragging somebody and if you're in their chat and you're laughing and cutting up, then you're part of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and that's one of the hurtful things is when you go in another, you have somebody who is in your chat all the time, and then you go to this chat and they're talking bad about you and they're in there joining in on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard. That's one of the harder things for me. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, that's how the internet is.
Yeah, like they just left your channel and they say, you know, oh Barb, I love you so much. You're one of my favorite creators. That's just an example. And then you end your live and you go over to another channel and you're watching their video and you see that same person. Oh, Barb's a B word. I don't like her, you know, she's awful. And then
A B word? She said a B word.
the next day you go live, there's that person back in your chat again telling you how great you are.
Uh-huh.
What?
Yeah. So you never know. That's the thing is I don't want to be this person who's always like worried that.
No, I get what you're saying, Gray Pearl, and I thank you for recognizing that. Truly. A lot of people think it was like out of an obsession. No, it was because the way she maneuvered and she used, like, people so easily overlook the fact that she used a missing child to file paperwork in the courts against people. Anything for deflection. Like, what she is doing is truly disgusting. And I'm just glad I started paying attention and she started being her true self right off the bat. So I knew to document.
Somebody's going to do
I will never regret it.
something to me. I don't want to be that way. So, hey, all these new people coming, new subscribers, and I'm sorry I'm not speaking to everybody, and I'm trying to click on them so they'll come up.
Oh my God, that's like a double whammy of fuck. I can't stand that one.
Thanks y'all for coming over here with Brittany and listening to us. Hey everybody.
No.
Yeah, if you did come with from my channel, subscribe to Barb.
Well, when they're constantly dangling our channels over our head, that's all they've been doing. They've been threatening that for weeks on end now. Say goodbye to your channels. Every time Craig comes in there, like he's what?
She's awesome. I promise you,
Y'all are
won't.
sweet. And we're dropping if you don't know Brittany, we're dropping her link. My mods are dropping her link pretty often here. So she does a fantastic job with true crime, and there's no drama over there, and also very good discussions with panels, and
Second channel.
know what they're talking about, and she doesn't
Barb was being overly kind here.
just go with the first sign of the news. She waits for the truth.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Barb.
And she probably had not watched or partaken in much of her true crime content at this point in time.
So your thing is you
Barb did, like I said before, come in here and say she does not support BJ. So just so everybody knows, like she found out, unfortunately, it sounds like.
just ignore everything you can. I'm just trying to figure out where, and
I want to be clear too, because I don't want to sit up here and act like I'm this innocent little flower who's just been attacked and I haven't done my fair share. Because trust.
So now she says, what does she say in the comments? You guys should be able to fill this in. What does she call herself today? She called herself what on the 22nd or the 29th of 2022, November 29th, 2022.
is you just ignore everything you can. I'm just trying to figure out where, and
I want to be clear too, because I don't want to sit up here and act like I'm this innocent little flower who's just been
Now she calls herself a shrinking violet. She does not want to act like she's a shrinking violet over and over and over again. That's exactly right, Terry Dean. A shrinking violet. She hasn't even came up with better. I can't. This shit's too good.
tagged and I haven't done my fair share. Because trust me, I have talked many and plenty of stuff. Everybody, has talks to their friends and stuff, and I have talked crap, and I got a mouth on me too. But yeah, for the most part, I've tried to get away from it. I have tried to get away from it. And yes, Barb, that's what I try my best to ignore it. And sometimes I fall short and I can't ignore it. I mean, I'm human, but at the most part, and if I can't ignore it and I see it, God bless my friends. I feel sorry for them. I'll call them and inundate their ears with my feelings. And then sometimes I go live.
I think I did that to Brittany the other day. We were talking about setting this up, resetting this up, I think. And I was like, well, so-and-so did this to me and blah, blah. And I was just like, that's not even why I was talking to you.
No, but when we were talking, it's fine, because that was why I told you I see a lot of myself in you in regards to that, because we both aren't. I mean, come on, be real. Neither one of us are cut out for drama. We're not. And
she's not cut out for drama. Almost 3 years later,
all of the same complaints that you have I have said the identical words verbatim to somebody else. Like, so it's like I'm there with you, and I'm going through it just like you are. So I understand.
Yeah, and what I don't think is, because I didn't understand it until I got here and I think most of my stuff started when I started going live. And my first big thing was when I guess when Natasha struck me 18 times or whatever, claimed that she struck me all those times. That was like my wake up call to what really goes on over here. And I was already too deep into making videos about drama and stuff to completely stop. And I don't want to, because that's my voice, and I can make a video about somebody without calling them all these names and everything as my way to react to what they've said about me. So you probably won't see a whole lot of community posts where I really don't like to go, because when I'm on my laptop and I go to YouTube and I see all the community posts that they're showing me all right there together, you know what I'm talking about, Brittany? Mm-hmm. And when you see and you look at that and it's
listen to what she's going to reference right here and the advice they're given and from who it's from.
People fighting. And I don't want to be the person who is constant.
Right, Jay? Will my mods grab Jay's links, please, and drop them? Thank you again, Jay, for sending people over tonight.
Constantly. Now, I do it sometimes because I have something to say.
If anybody's in here still, they might have fallen asleep. If not, I'll do it.
Hey, like somebody says something about me in a community post. Well, I can go make a video about it or make a big deal about it, or just go ahead and get it taken out of the way and go put it on my community post. And I'm like, I don't want negativity on there. But no, that's how, and I did that the other day. But for the most part, it's discouraging to me when I click on those and I'm like, oh, it's just all this, it gets me down.
Something else too, like I don't know if you noticed this, if you step away for a little while, and then you go back in and you watch, you realize, oh my God, it's the same cycle. And for those of you that you'll get what I'm saying if you've been there with us in Krama. It's the same exact fight with different people.
Well, I'll be fucking darned.
It's never. I mean, it's always the same old thing. And after a while, you, I have to believe that some people like this. Some
Thank you guys.
people have to like it to stay in it. But to me, it gets boring. It's boring, and who wants to wake up every day worrying about who's going to go live about them?
Well.
Yeah,
Or-
that's not fun. That's not
No.
fun. No, I prefer the little jabs here and there than being in the middle of and I've
Oh yeah, if you guys aren't subbed up to Jay Duchess, they can drop all the links. They don't ever drop their links in here, which they know they can all the time.
always said I'm kind of on the edge of the drama. Like I'm not
Chico,
in the whole, like I just see like this big pit and I'm like I'm on the edge
my mods can do whatever they want. They know. They're allowed.
of it, and there are people who 99% of everything they do is about drama, and they're always in the middle of every, they're in the
Isn't this fucking great?
middle of the fights a lot of times, and I can't be there. That I can't function that way, and it is exhausting,
And
Texas Angel.
it is, and from coming from somebody who's done both, it is so rewarding to walk away from a live stream that has substance and feels like you learn something or it benefited somebody.
Guess what? When people walk away from my live streams, they will always be able to tell you that they learned something or rewatch something that they had seen before. There's always something different that they're hearing somebody spew out of their mouth. Some days it's you. Some days it's Smiley. I think we need, actually, a button. Some days.
Did y'all not see it? It was Duchess. See it. It was Duchess.
Or I need to clip that when she said that to Jay. Nana, nana, boo, boo. Ugh. Some days it's Smiley.
You know what I mean? Versus, I don't know. When I would have the live streams where I was responding to somebody or I was fussing about whatever,
Not you responding. No.
I would walk away from that feeling like
No.
so ashamed of myself. Like, what am I doing?
Mhm.
I have a platform and I'm choosing to use this platform to do what? Shout at people and call them names?
Yeah, it's not a good feeling, is it? Not a good feeling.
And then we tell our kids, not to go to school and bully people and call each other names. And here we are, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old and doing exactly what we preach against.
My kids don't go to school and call kids names, but they damn sure stand up for themselves. And they damn sure have voices. Trust and believe.
Lotus flower, the green means that they're members, and so I guess I don't have
I don't have to call you names. Truly. I can just let you talk.
no. It's you turn green by being a member.
I choose to,
Hey,
though, some
Bushi.
days.
Bushy's got an unhappy face. Why? Why the unhappy face with the?
That's Bushi for you. Hey, love. She's sweet. She's one of
Oh,
my
but it says hello at bar new sub, and it's got a smiley face.
Thank you, Bushi, for coming over. I hope you're having a good day.
Thanks for subbing, y'all. So what else, Britt? What else do we have troubles with?
Let me
So this is their first introduction of cross streaming. Oh my gosh.
see. Have I complained enough? Let me see if I got anything else. I think, yeah. I mean, other than that, I don't really. That's pretty much all I got as far as.
So the first time she's invited on Barb's, she fell asleep and didn't show up. She slept through it. This is the second time when she was invited up. And she has, oh, gross.
This crazy world of YouTube. I'm just
Yeah, and
glad that
Go
we're
ahead.
stepping back. No, I'm just glad that people see it too. Like we're not alone.
And one of the points in here was to try to give subs an idea of what we go through. And I mean, I'm older than Britt and everything. I'm really looking up to her as far as she's been giving me good advice about the drama and helping me to think of content, otherwise. And Brittany, I really do appreciate you for that.
And wouldn't you know, Barb's covered like a bunch of different things, and Brittany's still doing drama.
I had another thought, but it left me.
Yeah, I'm rubbing off on you.
Yeah, does that happen to you? I'm like,
everyday girl. No, and you're helping me too, Barb. Like we're learning from each other.
Yeah. So what was I hate that when I started out to say something and then went another way, and I thought to myself when I did, oh, you'll remember. It's like, no.
In my opinion, Barb is trying to engage in a healthy back and forth discussion. BJ is thinking of BJ the entire time.
I wish I could remember though, because it was important. Yeah, Brittany's a great friend, and
love you more.
Wait just a second, I think it was about to come back. Oh, people are saying, like, lately a lot, people are saying that I've got people in my ear, and that and actually this has happened pretty much since the beginning, that I've got people in my ear and I'm doing this because of that. And really, as far as talking about my channel and calling, because there are a lot of times they're saying it's Granny, and Granny and I don't talk about what I'm going to do on my channel. I've talked to her on the phone one time, and we don't discuss that. Brittany and I have talked about my channel, so if anybody's got anything in my ear, it's Brittany, and we're talking about ways to get out of the drama stuff. So take that, welcome, Morgan. So take that as you will, but I'm not, I've had a big life, a big and small life, basically. I've had a lot of issues, and
let me remind you of something else that was said early on in this live stream for those that came in
here with my name. Like I'd be some off the wall crap.
Or do you have one that was like oh my gosh, that one really got me?
Well, my kids. So I always tell people if I could get a do-over, when I created my username, I would have never came on here with my name. Like I'd be some off the wall crap that wasn't even close to Brittany J if I'd have known how bad this gets. And and you would not ever know that I have kids either. I would have claimed they were my nephews or something.
Right.
Straight up. So probably for me, the worst that I've experienced.
By the way, one suggestion is to your buddy over there. I hope her channel is marked as adult only content. I'm talking about Call It As I See It, because it is kind of uncomfortable, that video that they took the screenshot of me in a bikini top and what the content and context of that video is. It's a little gross if you ask me, but you do you.
Experienced is my kids being brought into it. Judging me as a parent when you could never judge somebody as
defending this one and blaming me for shit with her children and using a photo. Meanwhile, in 2022, before I even fucking knew who she was weaponizing and using her children as a shield. Fuck off.
As a parent, by what a 5-minute little increment that you hear in the background. You know what I mean? Like if you're not there to see that person every day and how they live their life, you can't judge.
She's Angelina Jolie, not Paula Abdul.
Somebody's parenting, and then to try to threaten to call, CPS and stuff. That's probably the worst. Doxing. My address has been pretty effed up. Making channels about me.
November 29th, 2022.
I don't really take a lot of people's input. I'm not over here. Y'all might think I'm just this innocent person over here who doesn't know anything.
These throwbacks are kind of a bitch, considering, what did you say in this stream? What was it that you said? Let's listen.
So sorry. Yes, and I want to just talk about that too, y'all. We don't have to be.
This is from 23 hours ago.
We don't have to go low. We don't have to resort to moralist tactics. We are above that. So I just want to respectfully ask this of everybody. Please do not talk about people's children. Let's
First couple times you pushed back on me calling you out. It was mentioned in your chat that my children should be taken from me, all based because I was reviewing your own words. You didn't tell your chat to stop then. It took a couple more streams and then you finally said something. You have a pattern of doing this same bullshit too.
always kids will and should be always off limits. Kids always off limits, no matter who it is, whether it's somebody we like or we don't. Let's not talk about people's kids, please. Let's not talk about their personal, things that we shouldn't know. I don't care about somebody's personal finances. I don't care about their personal.
Well, I'll be fucking darned because I'm pretty fucking sure we heard something to the effect of, what did we hear? Let me find it. Let's see.
Was a huge thing, and the PayPal pools. And I don't know how PayPal. And I'm sorry to my subscriber because they probably don't know who she is.
Yeah.
Trust me, you ain't missing out on anything. But the PayPal pools, that's for people that need help, and she just completely abuses that. What do you call it? She abuses that service. And we.
And yes, now we're getting froggy. We're inlaying 3 or 4 different streams into one. So hold on if you're going back and forth with dates or streams.
Called. I'm not.
You have questions, ask.
I'm not even gonna lie. I called with some people that were my friends at the time, back in the day, and we reported her for abusing the system. And because we read the terms and policies on it, and it stated, if you've had a record or you've been convicted of theft or fraud of any sense, you are not allowed to have a PayPal pool in your name, nor is anyone else allowed to have one for you.
But wait, last night or 23 hours ago, she said this.
Kids always off limits, no matter who it is, whether it's somebody we like or we don't. Let's not talk about people's kids, please. Let's not talk.
So this one is current, the one we are watching now. The previous clip was from November 29th, 2022.
Talk about their personal, things that we shouldn't know. I don't care about somebody's personal finances. I don't care about their personal legal battles and troubles. I
don't care about their personal legal battles or their personal finances. So then why would you report Natasha? Again, not taking up for Natasha, just the principal. In November of 2022, you admit to it.
They probably don't know who she is.
Yeah.
Trust me, you ain't missing out on anything. But the PayPal pools, that's for people that need help. And she just completely abuses that what do you call it? She abuses that service. And we called. I'm not even gonna lie. I called with some people that were my friends at the time, back in the day.
What you doing?
And we reported her for abusing the system. And because we read the terms and policies on it, and it stated, if you've had a record or you've been convicted of theft or fraud of any sense, you are not allowed to have a PayPal pool in your name, nor is anyone else allowed to have one for you.
So in 2022, you were pretty concerned about people's finances.
This real life stuff, somebody has to stop it. It has to stop somewhere, and we can be a part of the solution, right?
So in 2022, you were going real life. But in 2023, 25, you want to be a part of stopping the trend of going real life on people. Is that what I'm hearing?
Oopsie, made a oopsie.
We can be a part of the community where it does stop, where it's not tolerated, where, you know, we don't look up anybody's real.
Revival, I don't know if you're still awake or not, but I think I'm answering their question tonight. And if they got lost on the message, it's not that hard to follow. This has been a consistent pattern of behavior by many people just like her that have thought it was their career to kick families of the missing or tragedies at the worst time of their life. Call it a career. Meanwhile, doing the most drama and spinning it and then using a missing child for a personal vendetta that she was blaming on other people in 2022 and taking up for Granny. But in 2024, when it became beneficial to her, she decided to weaponize the same claims that she had made against others on Granny. Meanwhile, using a missing child to do so. I've never gotten lost on my message. Maybe they have. That's a them thing.
Life. We don't want to put anybody's personal information out. We're not going to do any of that. I don't want any of that kind of stuff going on in my chat. It's not, like I said, good has to start somewhere.
I don't know how people get lost. It's really not that hard to follow.
This platform has gotten so toxic and scary. I mean, it's scary, guys. Like, especially when you're a mama and you have little kids and stuff like that. Oh man. Hey, Kathleen LeBrun. Yes. I want to take the high road. I don't want to.
Well, isn't it ironic?
Yeah, because Barb and I have, I hope you don't kill me for this, but Barb and I have been talking privately about our journey on YouTube and how we both have tried to step away from the drama, the toxicity, because it takes its toll on a person, right? I mean, it's awful.
23 hours ago. What did you say?
Especially when you're a mama and you have little kids
Oh,
and
I
stuff
know.
like that. Oh man. Hey, Kathleen LeBrun. Gotten so toxic. Toxic. Any of that. I don't want any of that kind of stuff going on in my chat. It's not, like I said, good has to start somewhere. This platform has gotten so toxic and scary.
It's gotten toxic? Really? Then what was going on in 2022 when you said this?
Kill me for this, but Barb and I have been talking privately about our journey on YouTube and how we both have tried to step away from the drama, the toxicity, because it takes its toll on a person, right? I mean, it's awful.
I mean, it's scary, guys. Like, especially when you're a mama and you have little kids and stuff like that. Oh man. Hey, Kathleen LeBrun.
Little kids that you claim in 2022 you were being threatened with CPS about, and claimed that you would have came on this app and told people that they were your nephews, not your children, if you could do it all over again. Who was threatening you with CPS at this time? Curious minds would like to know.
Yes. I want to take the high road. I don't want to fight.
I'm sure, Grape.
I don't want to look people up or not, and I don't, and I haven't, and I'm not going to. You know, contrary to what people say, they say that I've looked people up and used people to do that work for me. That's not true. It's not true at all. I've taken accountability for the things that I have been a part of. I'm not proud of it, but I've sat on this panel multiple times and admitted it and said that You know, I'm sorry. I should have never gave photos of Wolfie to. I'll say this again. I'll say it again. I admit the stuff that I've done. The dirty things I've done privately was given 2 photos of Wolfie to a couple of my mods who was looking her name up. I should have never done that. That was wrong of me.
These are the things she has done wrong on this app. The only things. Okay.
I wish I could take it back.
Huh.
I never looked Clue's ex up. That's that stuff. I'll admit my faults, okay? And I did not look her ex up. I didn't. The stuff with her ex, it spread far and wide on the YouTube streets because we were covering I was about to say Watts. We were covering Sebastian's case. I specifically remember Granny's watching and Jay going live and sharing that information, and it spread far and wide after that because
Nobody's ever said you were the only one doing it. Nobody has ever said that. You've denied how that all happened.
of the last name. Her ex had the same last name as Chris Proudfoot's brother-in-law. So naturally, what do you think the true crime world did, guys? The true crime world went crazy because everybody just jumped on the bandwagon to think that, you know,
Actually, the people that I consider real true crime didn't continue and then use that, knowing it was debunked, to try and continue to let people in your chat to say that they were working on or for behalf of after you couldn't find a relation to.
well, these two must be related somehow. And everybody was trying to find a connection. But I'm telling you, I stand on it
Sure as fuck didn't.
firmly. I did not look her ex up and give the information to Sinner to put out like they're alleging that I have. Never. As a matter of fact, when Sinner put the information on his video about Svensson,
I'm pretty sure that's what people have said.
I didn't even know Sinner at that time, and he'll vouch for that.
Nope.
I didn't even know Sinner. I'd never had a conversation with him at that moment. Never, not once. So I'm not the one that did that. I'm sorry. It's just I didn't. And there's moderators that know that too. I will like I said, I'll gladly apologize for things that I'm wrong on. I body shamed Clue. I should not have made fun of the way she looked. That was wrong. That was low of me. I shouldn't have done that. I'm an adult.
Let's go back to 2022.
Pretty much know what's going on. And I've never asked Brittany or anybody to tell me what.
I just want to keep people remembering the things she's willing to take accountability for.
to do or anything. I'm not really good about that.
She's headstrong on her own. Believe
She has told the entire internet that us creators are responsible for inciting CPS. Meanwhile, she was using that same excuse in 2022.
He's going to do what Barb's going to do what Barb wants to do.
And
You know,
even if you told me, like if you were telling me, well, Barb, you've got to get out of this drama and do so and so and so, I'd probably be like, see you later, Brittany. I don't take to that. I don't take to somebody telling me what to do. But that's not how Brittany and I are. It's like she's helping me and we talk about things. And I have now I know that I have somebody I can talk to when I'm just frustrated and don't want to. I mean, to me, that helps a lot. If I can talk it out with somebody and not have to go live.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can see this from here or not, but hold on. Look at these boys. I don't know if you guys can see them. Can you see? There's a glare. Hank's loving on Kyle because he wants to go to bed, so he's kissing up to Kyle because he wants us to go up to the bed. He's the biggest ass baby. Oh my God. Those boys.
About it or make a video about it and let it die away. And then, because like you said earlier, the back and forth, somebody has to end it.
That window is really fucking dirty too. Hank's nose is so bad.
Toward the end, I used to say that about Mrs. P and
Drives Kyle
Middlemash,
nuts.
that if one of them would stop, the back and forth would stop. I mean,
Yeah.
So,
and even if that person, God knows, because it's happened to me, even if they go on another month without you, they eventually get bored. You just got to let them get it out of their system. But it does eventually, they'll find somebody else that's going to engage with them and fight back.
Some people talked about it being a possibility of a relation, and I'm sure Clue has even said, like, she's not shocked by people trying to draw things out there or thinking it's a weird thing. But the way it was weaponized against her to hurt her afterwards because they couldn't find a connection was disgusting. And it was done just to hurt her.
yeah, I'll find somebody else because I mean, I had a creator
Nothing
come at
to do
me
with the
and
case.
it, you know, it was like a punch. I was like, I don't even know where that came from because I thought we were getting along and I thought we were, I mean, we didn't ever talk outside of YouTube, but I thought we were kind of friendly. And then I got attacked and I've been attacked since then, but I'm not there. So I don't see it.
Yeah.
And I said the other day, like people send me, and I did say, if you see something you feel like I need to know, send me the clip. I do want people to do that if it's something that I need to see, but I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it because, well, other creators told me not to.
Yeah. Well, because, and you see, and honestly, like that's not some strategy that I come up with.
Oh, listen to this. This is the part. I keep thinking we're getting there and it's a different part, but this is it.
Y'all know who told me? TT and Jessica. When I made peace with Granny, and well, I don't like calling her Granny. She's Jessica.
I
made peace with Jess, and
when you made peace with Jess,
with TT, and that was the main thing they told me was do not watch it, don't engage, and I didn't, and it served me well. And that's another thing. Like you said,
so instead you rely on other people who gaslight you and misrepresent what is actually being said to come back to you and tell you things. Then you go live, run your mouth, say that these things happened, and they didn't. And you continue to do that.
People think that you're behind the scenes with Jess or whatever y'all were doing, you know, they're claiming y'all are doing. I get that same thing about me and TT. There are people that believe that I'm in her ear, Barb. I'm not even kidding. That I'm in her ear telling her things to get her to go and lash out on other people when if I would never do it because that's our personal, you know, I wouldn't betray her like that. But if I was to bring out mine and hers and Jamie's,
I have a hard time calling her Granny now too, but I try to do it out of respect. But when I'm talking to her, like I say her name all the time.
Private messages.
It just fits her. I don't know. It's just fitting for her.
People's mouths would drop because it's not even about drama. We don't even really talk about the drama.
Bullshit.
It's how Jamie's family's doing, what TT's up to, what I got going on with my channel, you know, mundane things. And it blows my mind. There's people that are blaming me for her being upset about things that I have nothing to do with.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
So subscribers, do you see just little snippets of what we go through? Like behind
according to her standards, right? If you say my first name, it's intimidation.
Behind the scenes, everybody, I mean, I often think of behind the scenes as people sharing private, you know, things that they're trying to get at each other with drama. But a lot of it, y'all, is just us chit-chatting because we have somebody who also knows this. It's a place we can vent and then you have to worry about, is that person going to turn on me and then share everything that I've ever said? Because because you talk about frustrations with people behind the scenes, just like you do with real friends and stuff.
Yep.
And then you're like, well, I'm saying this, and then one of these days it's going to be shown. Is it going to be shown? All my text messages, I said this about her and this about, you know, so it's,
well,
I trust Brittany, and maybe, you know, people are going to say, you trust Brittany? Well, yeah.
Well, I've had some knockdown drag-outs with people, and one thing that I would never do is to put out messages of their private, you know, where they're talking to me in confidence about something private. Have I shared where, like, there has been times where I've gotten to an argument with somebody and I shared like messages where I was arguing with a friend with another friend, but actual messages where somebody's talking to me about, you know, somebody else or there's things I know about people that have, you know, don't like me anymore, and to this day I haven't said, and I never would, you know.
You have to live
the irony of this being 2022, November of 2022,
with yourself that you did that.
Well, yeah, and why would I do that? You know, no matter if I like them anymore or not, at one point they trusted me enough to instill that within me, and that's where it's going to stay at.
Brittany, somebody just asked if you can look into the Aspen Jeter case.
Yes, somebody messaged me about that last night.
Some of these old streams just stun me,
guys, and that's going to be a hard one for me because the baby's on the spectrum, but I'll look into it.
I'm going to look into it as well. Maybe we'll connect, that you and I could do that one if we both find a connection to it or something.
Yeah, the mama was found deceased, if I'm not mistaken, and the baby's gone.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, you and I both, we've talked about working on things together. So I just thought if it's something we both go look at today or whenever and we want to do it, that maybe we could do that one.
DTOS, is this fond memories for you? Were you around during this time too?
Yeah, we can do it. I'm down.
I've just got to make sure that I want to do it too. So, I mean,
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
look
I,
into it. See
like
if
I
you
have to
feel
find
it.
some kind of connection to it for me to be to do it.
Well, that's how I am, because if I don't feel any type of connection to it, then I'm not going to do good at it because I'm not going to be invested.
Oh.
Like the Idaho 4, oh my God, and Shanquilla Robinson, that one's got me, and then Kylie. That case right there was another watch for me.
But that
yeah.
one's all, for all intents and purposes, over with because they've made it into
Gone.
an accident,
Hmm.
right?
Goodness.
Yeah, and I held my word on that one. I said that if they come back, no matter how I privately feel about it, I'm not, there's nothing I can do to change it. Absolutely nothing that I can do to change that outcome. So,
Juror, what are you saying yes about? I've been like, I've really, I got into the Quentin
She didn't want to let that go.
case because, well, first of all, I mean, he's so adorable and everything, but then all the drama that went with that case
I would really be interested to see the Kylie coverage.
is what I mostly
sure.
covered. Thanks, CLM.
oh,
He can't walk at age 5, but he's missing.
y'all are killing me. Oh,
Sammy, this just put itself together
We might not be able to do that one.
for sure.
we'll have to see.
It's hard. It is hard to talk about the children and everything. And that's what I like. I like to do commentary on stuff. And Britt had told me a while back, you can do commentary on all kinds of stuff. And I have done that. And I was working on that. And
Yeah, they really tried to dupe Jay into shit.
but I got pulled back in the drama recently. And so
She had no idea that BJ was like restreaming everything. I think she'd probably asked Jay if she could use like a few clips of hers or something, if I remember correctly.
a little bit of drag within
They didn't
myself
know
to get
to
back
what
into
extent.
just, if I wanted to cover something, then cover it and don't worry if anybody's watching. If not a lot of people are watching, if it's still something I want to do, I'm going to do it. And that's kind of where my channel is going. It's just I walk back into the drama, and now I've got to get my mind back to, you don't have to do drama, Barb.
No, Jared's in Idaho. That's what she's saying yes about.
Yeah, in Delphi, yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
and I
some
haven't been in Idaho 4. I've got to get in there, and I started watching your live last night,
Oh, Barb.
but it was right around my bedtime, and so I didn't hear a lot of it.
So she's the first one to name the Idaho 4 case, the Idaho 4 case. Maybe she's hearing that, but she's not sure. In 2022, November of 2022. But today, 2025, she doesn't know shit about the case. Okay.
That one is a doozy. I'm telling you, it's straight up. If they don't make a movie about this case, I'll be shocked. Because I mean, you're talking about 4 roommates viciously murdered. You had blood leaking out down the foundation of the house. Two of the surviving roommates on the first floor completely untouched. They were the killer bypassed them completely. It's just, and no suspect at this, not that we know of.
And they've cleared the people that were the survivors?
Well, okay, so no, they haven't cleared anybody. It's their choice of wording that gets me. They said people are not, they don't believe they're a suspect at this time, but they haven't definitively cleared anybody.
So the internet did what the internet does and continued to dig into each and every person that ever had contact with the 4.
And one of the roommates was a target. They're not telling us who the target is. They won't tell us what door or window or how the assailant accessed the house or anything. The 911 call, they will not tell us who made the call or what was said. They said it was a part of the investigation, so there's something interesting there. We do know the 911 call was made from one of the surviving roommate phones, but not by the surviving roommate. It was one of their friends. So there's you got a neighbor who, he gives me red flags, but I don't think he had anything to do with it. Then you got a boyfriend,
No shit.
ex-boyfriend of Kaylee's, one of the victims, who I definitely think gives me red flags.
Oh, wonderful.
There's 3 Jacks in this case, 1 Jeremy.
Let me guess, it's that body analysis that you do, the body language analysis that you're known for doing too, like your Google Earth mapping.
And a Jake. So there's a lot of people with the J name.
How did what's the theory about how the people slept through that?
We don't know.
Because I'm going to tell you one thing, at some point my father was given Ambien to take, and he took Ambien, and you've heard the stories about people sleepwalking and doing things on Ambien. Well, my dad took Ambien, and a tornado hit in his freaking yard, like he lived on an acre. Like
that would be scary, actually.
Tornado touchdown, and he didn't know. He slept through it.
Wow.
So, if these kids were
I've thought about that before with those storms that turn on a dime and sleep aids.
Into, I know Ambien's a whole separate thing, but maybe they were intoxicated or.
Well, that's what we were thinking. Is it
Yeah.
possible they were drinking that night? You know.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But okay, so here's one of my struggles with them not hearing the sound. I was studying the house last night, and I showed this on my live.
Study in the house.
And I was looking for the spot where the blood was leaking from the foundation through the walls. That particular spot would have been from a bedroom on the second
She tries, Crispy. She tries.
floor. And the bedroom is directly over the top of the first floor, one of the first floor bedrooms. So, and
do you remember when she came on and announced that Katie Proudfoot had an active RO? It actually went Smiley, Justin, and then BJ all announced that Katie Proudfoot had an active warrant, not an RO, an active warrant. They've been so fucked up on so much shit all along and didn't even give a shit.
I do theorize. Now, I don't have proof of this, but I theorize that bedroom is Xana's. Xana's bedroom, if that's her room.
These people are so desperate to break something. They're careless.
Her father said that she put up a fight. She fought back. She had defensive wounds. How did that surviving roommate who was underneath Xana's room not hear that? Think about being in an apartment and somebody scuffling around upstairs, or like you would hear bumps and thuds or something on the floor. I don't know. No scream. Where was the dog? Why was the dog not barking?
Did they kill the dog?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, like you can't even come near my house and my dogs bark. Like you don't have to even come up if they just hear something.
The dog wasn't there.
My dogs will bark. You don't even have to come in on my porch even. So
yeah, he has Taco.
Yeah, but then too, if you're on some kind of medication or kids in college, they do drugs and everything, or maybe the noises they heard. How do you say that? Maybe they thought somebody was having sex.
Could be.
Depending on what they could hear. I mean, I'm just throwing out something there.
Yeah.
DTOS is
they were stabbed, so
yeah,
like multiple times.
When DTOS is in chat, I'm always watching later for her comments because I have no idea who DTOS is either, just to be clear. But they are like a vault of information.
Yes.
There's a few of you guys that have been around for a long time that know these stories from like a totally different angle. There's so many different angles to the fallouts with her. Oh my gosh, it's wild.
The coroner stated that all of them had
Right, Valley of the Kings,
multiple stab wounds, to my understanding, and each of them, the fatal stab wound was.
She doesn't have any empathy ever.
To the chest. Some of them had defensive.
I'm a princess.
Wounds they fought. So at least I would say at least 2 of them, from the way it sounded.
Crispy, that's why I try not to use them with accounts, but I tend to default to she, her, oftentimes, because a lot of it is mostly females in this sector. But then I'm like, I truly don't know on just random accounts.
Fought back, or woke up during the altercation or the attack.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was gruesome. There was seasoned detectives who had been on the force for 20 plus years that said that this was the worst crime scene that they'd ever witnessed.
Goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you get all of the different seasons of the fallouts from her, and they're all so different.
And I saw what Jura said. She believes that the suspect was waiting in the house. That's interesting.
When are you going to go live about that? It's today?
Tonight, yeah. I'll probably go live about it tonight. And then me and Jura's going to talk about it tomorrow. I'll be interested to hear her theories.
Yeah. I'll be interested to watch y'all.
Yeah, because I know you go to bed early, so you don't get to catch the night lives, but you can watch tomorrow. I think we're going to go live around 1 my time, 1
cool.
Eastern.
Yeah, I'll just make sure I'm. Do you have it preset? Do you have it already?
Not yet. I need to talk to Jura because she said do it on my channel, but I think we should do it on Jura. I think we should do it on your channel so that you can have a live stream on this on yours and get some of my people over there because I've got 1,000.
Phil, do you hear this? Do you hear this?
Because I got 1,000.
Do you hear this person actually, Brittany, actually being, this is how creators can behave with each other. Well, let's do it over on yours, drawer, so you can get some of my people over on your channel. You've got other creators who would be like, you're taking my subscribers.
That kills me.
I don't know. Did she? Janice in accounting, did she?
Appreciate that, Brittany. That is so sweet.
Well, that kills me too because YouTube is big enough for everybody. And the way that people...
I did hear she was getting threatened.
People act like subscribers are their property is insane. They act like... Okay, so that would be like... They act like if their subscribers came to me and subbed to me, that they're going to leave them. No, that's just going to be another person they watch. They're still going to watch you too. We're different people.
And even if you go live at the same time, it's going to be, that's going to come down to who they want. Because like you told me,
Everybody around me knows that, and especially my close friends, that I get on a whim of something, or I'll be like silent all day because something will be happening or I'll be doing something. And then I pop on in the middle of nowhere because I need a distraction, or something's like, I figured something out, or I heard something and I'm like, I need to lay this out right now while I'm thinking about it. I fit it in wherever I can. I always feel bad because there's always somebody live. And so I'm always going over top of somebody. But we all try our best, I think, for the most part, to be courteous, but there's just no way. And some people get really upset about that. And BJ, I can see that's why she probably fell into the slot she did, because there was no competition at that time.
the other day, you can't avoid going live when your friends go live. So, I mean, I do try to.
Because to her, everything is a competition. It's not about lifting each other up, supporting each other when you can, understanding. Like, it's not about that. It's a competition for her.
Avoid if somebody's live. But if you have very many friends on here, you can't do that. You just have to, go live when you.
My mods are always like, what the hell? I was just in the middle of talking to you. Somebody will text me and I'll be like, I won't even tell them. And then 10 minutes later, I'm live and they're like, what the fuck? You didn't even say nothing. Sorry.
You can go live and just.
It is truly ADHD moments at times without ADHD.
It's not to step on anybody's toes or anything if you go live at the same time. It's just like, I don't go live at night. So I only have a limited, somewhat limited when I can go live. But
it's not, that's the crazy thing to me. And I guess I'm competitive about certain things, but not this. We all have our different way of doing things, and people are going to watch what they're interested in.
I'm not saying
there's certain people that connect with certain people. There will never be this, like, we're all going to fuck with different groups.
And I'll never go live at night, but I don't right now. And I do. I go to bed 10:30ish.
Right.
So, and a lot of times people go live at 10 or 10:30.
Oh my God, there's no fucking way I could arrange my schedule around everybody else plus my life schedule. Fuck that.
Well, yeah, and if
my life,
if you go live around your friends and you start doing it for one, you're gonna have to do it for all of them. And then when are you ever going to be able to go live? Because there's only so many time slots in a day.
Yeah, there
you have
is.
to do, I mean, I'm with you. I do try to be mindful, at times. Like if Allie's going live, I'll be like, okay, well, I'll push mine back so I can be at yours. But
tattoos, there's also a part, like there's creators I like to listen to. I like to be in there and engage with them. Granny gets me through the mornings when I'm getting my kids ready. Usually if she's on, I'll pop her in my ear and listen to her while I'm getting the kids off for school, or after they're off to school and I'm putting everything away and like settling the house back down, feeding all the animals and stuff. Like you just get in kind of a routine with it's your life too. And stuff you like to, as a creator, I still like to be a part of the conversation. Sometimes I'm not as often as I would like to be because I'm trying to find other useful clips or ways to lay things out.
I can't always do that. And for the most part, people are pretty understanding of that.
And the other thing is, if I set my live up the day before and
a live chat
and other people, and then I later discover other people are going live, well, I can't. Yeah. I'm not the one who, I don't like to, or it bothers, let me say this, it bothers me.
Oftentimes I fall asleep to Jay.
When people set up a live and then push the time, and then push it to another day. And I've had that happen where I'm trying to avoid a certain creator or, a creator and not go live. And then I didn't do mine. I didn't set mine because I saw they had one set, and then they don't end up doing theirs until like the next day or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I just saw, I'm like, I can't work around all these other people. So I'm not being like, let me go live when somebody else is live. I don't do that. But at the same time, we kind of have to go live when we can. So
I'm with Barb on that.
Yeah, you have to. And each of us are here trying to work on our channels, and most people do. They understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's crazy to me that we don't own subscribers. These are grown people doing their own thing. They're going to go wherever they want to go. And if you got an attitude of, I'm not going to help other people, and those are my subscribers, they don't belong anywhere, you're never going to get anywhere like that. You might as well network with people. And
you're definitely going to limit how many subscribers you can ever get, because you're right on, right out saying, well, you can't be over here if you're over there.
I have crossover with a lot of different people.
And no, that doesn't mean that I like seeing people who I see in my chat in certain other chats.
It's actually cool to see where some people go one direction, others go another. Like it's kind of cool to see what everybody enjoys.
depending on what they're saying, but it doesn't. I still don't own them. Like
Mm-mm.
for instance, I'll just use this for instance. Like I'm a Clover. I don't know if you're still here, but I'm a Clover was with Natasha, and she didn't like me, and I didn't like her because she was one of her main.
No, Crispy, BJ did. BJ attempted to do body language, not Jay. BJ did.
Mods and everything, and now we're friends. We email and we talk a little, not a lot, but some. And I see her in people's chats who hate me, but we have a kind of a different kind of friendship where we were enemies, and now, we talk, and she's like, "You're really a nice person." I'm like, "Yeah." So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
Brittany, you haven't dropped off once today.
I know.
Knock on wood.
Well, it's
Oh my gosh, she had tech problems back then too.
not my connection. It's my my crazy fingers that throw myself off. I'll click the button by accident. Last night, my live shut down. If you go look at my channel, I got 2 live streams.
Oh, Sunset Gazing. Are you talking to me? Yeah, I absolutely will. If they're in there talking shit, I think all of us do that though. If you see somebody in a chat that's like a constant, it's usually the really egregious shit though. I miss a lot that I don't care about, but I will. And I will always say that if you're talking to me, 100%. But people really do. Like, there's people out here that I associate with that watch crazy shit nowhere even evolving around this sector. Like crazy shit, communities that I didn't even know existed.
From last night. I don't know what happened. How we had Teresa from Criminality up, all of us up there talking, and
Even if you're not talking to me, I fit that bill though. We all do. There will be certain times that'll be, and it's usually the people that like leave you and you've never had a conversation with, but they somehow get attached and then they really have it out for you, and you're like, I don't even know. There's a lady that blamed me for giving her a heart attack. I'll just give that example. Somebody else said I was involved in potentially kidnapping their children. Like, people make up weird shit. And you're like, what?
she was telling me something, and I just look, and you know how it says red live in red right now? Well, the live just went to ended, that gray little box, and I was like,
That's odd.
did my broadcast just end? Like, I still don't know what happened. I've never had that happen to me, where it just shut off without me touching anything.
Wow, that's weird. That is really weird. It's so your StreamYard actually shut down then. Your StreamYard ended it.
Mm-hmm.
She was having tech issues.
It was weird. I don't know what that was about.
Well, Brittany,
That's a biggest problem of hers is she lies about inconsequential things, like stuff that does not matter at all for no reason.
managed to talk for
If you're not having StreamYard issues and having life issues, just don't come live
2 hours.
or
I'm getting a
log
little
off.
needing to go to the bathroom. But I appreciate you so much coming on. Is there anything you want to say in closing, or any thoughts you had that you didn't talk about?
I appreciate you letting me come on and talk with you, and I'm glad that we had this conversation. And I hope that anybody who hears this, if you're listening to the replay, I think it's okay to say for Barb too, we did not mean anything about any particular person in this conversation. It's just a general, what our experience or whatever. So I just want to put that out there. I'm not talking about any particular person. It's just what we've been through.
Sleuthie's making a good point, maybe to end on. Women supporting women is a beautiful thing. I mean, I feel like, what is the best,
Women are just hags and hoes, according to Larry.
making friends with Brittany has been a really upturn for me here lately. And, just some
I love watching cake decorating shows. Love it.
of the ideas she's had, and just the friendship. And,
Aw.
and that's what, that's a good part of YouTube, and it helps with all the dirty stuff. And I'm glad for all the people who came over today from Brittany's. It's so refreshing to have somebody who's help.
My algorithm is so fucked up. I go from mini animals and farms to buffalo ranching and drama and 90 Day Fiance, and it's a fucking train wreck.
Being me, like I'm just not used to that.
Cake decorating.
Why can't we all do this? It would make so much more sense. And moving forward, I'm going to try to be more like this with everybody, because you've sheet unsubscribe.
I'm obsessed with ballroom dancing shorts.
Because
and I don't like mukbangs, but there is a girl who cooks in her car, like a deep fryer, 7 inches from her face, and does mukbangs. It's the wildest shit. I don't know why she does everything in her car, but those shorts, another thing.
I like, this is, real to me, and this is a good thing. And so You'll be back, Joan Kelly. So I think we're going to go for the day. I appreciate everyone.
Sunset gazing. That's what she said. She said that she doesn't support BJ anymore. She came in here and she was like, I don't support BJ anymore. No, but it's true for me though too, sunset gazing. I can't say, this is why I always say we're all hypocrites, right? We're all to an extent. Like I will call out subs. I will absolutely call out subs. I don't care where people go. It's how they behave, I guess, for me. Like the shit that they lie and say. There's a lot of shit that's a lot of shit, but there's some egregious shit too that you're like, what the fuck?
Anybody who's been here, who's new to me, for anybody who sticks around after that, and watch soon for Brittany and I to work on some true crime together. And
Yeah, Bushi was saying she was unsubscribed from me.
oh,
Some of my subscribers. It was crazy. I don't know what that's about.
yeah, Brittany does work hard, and to be kind to me,
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
that's not something that I've had a whole lot of here. And I trust you, and I'm.
Oh my gosh, that's another name I recognize. Morgan's.
I don't think you're gonna ever do anything to me. And
No.
we don't.
You're good friends, and I value your friendship.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, not far down the road, they must have fallen out.
Yeah, just check if you're if you're not getting notifications. Maybe you're not sub to people. But I appreciate y'all. And
YouTube will go in. Excuse me, I should correct myself. YouTube will unsub people from channels and stop giving them notifications. So some people do like to go in and resub and turn their notifications back on, or they have been unsubbed to channels before. That has happened. But the mass unsubbings, the mass blockings, the rogue mods getting blocked, like all the tech issues that BJ has, no, that's not common.
just keep this in mind when you are out.
I've taken wrenches. I've taken courtesy wrenches, like things like that. I've never had a whole shit ton of mods just lose their wrench.
About in chat rooms, and maybe you see things and you're like, oh, I kind of see, like if this was aimed at me, how I would feel. And when you're thinking about
I do too, Revival. DTOS is a plethora of information. So many of them are.
creators and how things are said about each other and how it can be really hurtful. And I think I think subscribers are sometimes very sensitive because I'll do something or say something and they'll be like, well, I'm leaving you or whatever. And they don't really know the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you
want to know what's fun when your phone upgrades, if it changes you to like automatic follow-up, so it goes one video after another. The selection when you're in a fucked up algorithm between bison ranching and mini cows and drama and law tube, when you get stuck to tiny house building, like there's just so many things that I like to watch. Pimple popping. It is very interesting to see what YouTube picks for your next selected video to watch. Sometimes if you fall asleep, it's a little scary to wake up to this.
I think the final thing I want to say is just don't believe everything you hear. And Brittany mentioned that earlier, and I had it in one of my for dummies videos that I did recently about just don't believe everything you hear, because it's not.
Oh yeah.
You know, it may or may not be true. And if somebody's running around talking about us, there's probably some reason for that. That may or may not have to do anything to do with what they're saying. So y'all have a wonderful day. Catch Brittany later. She's going to be going live about the Idaho 4, which she named. She's the one who came up with that name, and it's all over the media now. So way to go, Brittany.
Yeah, I don't know if I am. I'm just taking that one.
I know. Thank you for being here, and I'll chat with you soon, and I'll see all you other people later.
So that was a trip. That was a major trip. I just thought that was very interesting. That was sent to me and something I'd never seen before. And it piqued my interest. I needed a break from the project I was working on. So I watched that and I was just mind blown. I was like, well, isn't the irony of this interesting? So I figured we'd watch it. But it is way past my bedtime. Kyle is asleep on the couch because he doesn't want to go upstairs, and Bella come down here looking for me, and he wants a snuggle buddy. So I'm going to take my boys to bed and my girl, because she needs to snuggle her dad. Actually, dad needs her, but he doesn't want to go up there because she'll come down and look for me. So I'm going to take my boys to bed. I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you for hanging out with me and watching this. Yeah. My takeaway is wash, rinse, repeat, but it's really interesting how these same allegations that she was making against other people in 2022 have now made it full circle. And in 2024, they were used in court filings against Jess when she was blaming other people and sticking up for Jess in this live stream. The irony of it all is just too much for me to process. But yeah, Sunset Gazing, one of your comments was posted in there too. I was like, oh my gosh. I've got a project that I'm working on and should be rolling it out this week. We will be starting our timeline of the Tony situation. So I'm just putting some things together and working on another situation. So we will be getting a break from this for a little bit, but this was too good to pass up. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Stay safe out there, and I will see you guys all soon. Bye. I don't think so.